like a chimney with the purple push up in me. I'm really on cloud nine, I got aliens sitting with me. So many seem to forget we will smoke until your eyes get peeled. So every now and again we gotta remind you about the smoker deal. Never smoke it, drowning out if I ain't break it down. And 3, if we ain't fucking, don't be touching on my thunder now. My mouth is getting dry and you can see the veins in my eyeballs, looking like I just doused them in alcohol. I laid a Newport, I'm also addicted to menthol, and I'll be smoking till the coroner calls. And my plants are all tall and fluffy, and when I'm checking my buds, I swear to God I start to dance like Puffy. I'm old school like a huffy and a set of roach clips. And if you notice when you're looking, I get the resin on my lips. I'll put a happy in a paper and you'll never see it ripping. And I'll smoke it until it burns all the way down to my fingertips. I'm so high, never coming down, never coming down. I'm so high, never ever gonna touch the ground. I'm so high, and I'm never coming down, never coming down. I'm never gonna come back down.
I'm so twisted and smoking J gets me lifted. I sip hypnotic till my bladder's full and I'm pissing. I only smoke Bama if it's carefully sifted to avoid sticks and beans from splitting the seams. If it's weak, smoke more. What you think the zigzag packs come packed with 32 leaves inside for? If you're lucky enough to be blowing gang, you need to hit it like a pro and hold it as long as you can.
We get high like every day. We smoke weed like every day. We'd rather die than be dry. So don't play, so if you don't wanna smoke, get the fuck out the way. We get high like every day. We smoke weed like every day. We'd rather die than be dry. So don't play, so if you don't wanna smoke, get the fuck out the way. I'm so high,
never coming down, never coming down. I'm so high, never ever gonna touch the ground. I'm so high, and I'm never coming down, never coming down. I'm never gonna come back down.
shit, I'm fucking doing good. I can't afford my habit. $700 sack of kush, watch me grab it. I'm a fool like that. Smoking in a parking lot outside a court, I get you higher than the airport. I know you trying to be a homie, passing me that tree, but you fucking with professionals and rookies get beat. I fucking slap kids, passing me the Buster Brown dust. I get insulted, leave you with your crown bust. I fail piss test and give a shit less, and use a fool like a motherfucker thinking you gon' hit this. Back up off me, softy, your puke hitting mine. Even if you catch a contact, it's your quick time. I'm riding with mad rocks, we smoking up mad blocks, rattling your street, leaving smelling like Woodstock. Get some hatchet in your life, get some matches and light up a fucking plan with me. Boy, we family. I'm so high,
never coming down, never coming down. I'm so high, never ever gonna touch the ground. I'm so high, and I'm never coming down, never coming down. I'm never gonna come back down. I'm so high, I'm so high, I'm so high, and I'm never gonna come back down.
Regina, girl, please tell me I'm awake because I think I'm dreaming. Oh, I think I met my soulmate last night at the Pulse, honey. He was adorable. He was so drunk and so high. Then I gave him one of those little things, and oh, he danced for me in his drawers, girl. Well, yeah, he's sleeping right now.
She cooks with lard, loves hot food bars, a quart of sweet tea and fried pork skins. Can't get enough, eats till she's stuffed. Goes to the bathroom, then she comes back again. She thinks she looks just like Madonna when she runs her greasy fingers through her bleach blonde hair. Most times she'll place another order and Lordy have mercy on that little bitty chair. She's got a butt bigger than the Beatles, eating me out of house and home. Her booty size, well, it ought to be illegal. She has a hard time sitting on the throne. Hamburgers, hot dogs, cheese fries and coleslaw, a dozen bear claws, yum, yum, yum. Loves sausage links, hates diet drinks, takes up both seats in a two-seater car. Her doctor said, lay off the bread, but he didn't say nothing about a Snickers bar. She drinks sweet milk by the gallon, and she'd never eat a salad or a lean cuisine. Then she'll lay spread out on the hammock after she's done her damage at the Dairy Queen. She's got a butt bigger than the Beatles. Folks make fun cause she's overgrown. Her rump shaped like a Volkswagen Beetle. She gives new meaning to the words big bone. Bagels and cream cheese, vanilla ice cream, a tub of whipped cream, yum, yum, yum. No, you won't find her name on the weight loss of fame down at Jenny Craig's. When she cleans them out at the Waffle House, they'll bring in more ham and eggs. Ooh, she's got a butt bigger than the Beatles. Her favorite food is chocolate ding-dongs. It's wide enough to play linebacker for the Eagles. Deion Sanders better leave her alone. Try chicken that's baked or a fat-free milkshake. Enough for God's sakes. Stop the insanity! Weight Watchers, yeah. Weight Watchers, yeah. Yeah, I watched her weight. I watched it go from 117 and a quarter when I married her to 317 and a half 2.5 years later. Moo! But I still love you, honey.
I take no responsibility for that. Hey, straight from the lobby soundtrack on the ward. We started off with a request from Bruni, who wanted to hear Emperor of the Sun by Triari. I think I'm saying that right. Triari. Triarii. I'm going with Triari. Next up, we did a needle drop for Full Metal Pickle. A little tune by Twisted called So High. And then, I don't know why he keeps requesting them, but Jeremy06 wants to hear Cletus T. Judd. There you go. A little She's Got a Butt Bigger Than the Beatles. So, yeah, that's, there you go, straight from the lobby soundtrack. If you ever have a request, something that you'd like to hear a tune before the show, as part of our musical lead-in, feel free. Go into the ward, go to the lobby soundtrack room, and drop a link for me. I think we'll eventually get to it. We'll try at least. I mean, some are kind of like, pulling fingernails, but good God, if you've got the energy to suggest it, then I'll eventually have the energy to play it. Live it, love it. It's just a tune. And the lobby soundtrack is still full. Every time I get stuff going on it, I'll get like 3 songs knocked out, and then the very next day I've got 8 songs replacing them. So I'm digging through as best I can. And you guys are certainly keeping it diversified. I don't think I'd ever hear Triari Twisted and Cletus T. Judd in the same flow. So there you go. Although I did have a snarky thing to say about somebody playing the same shit over and over again at the beginning. Oh hell, I got struck last night. Not. It's a copyright strike, not a community strike. For playing "Rainy Day Woman" number 12 and 35 by Bob Dylan. Can you believe that? Bob Dylan. I got taken out by Bob Dylan, blocked worldwide. You would think, since that bastard rarely gets any airplay anywhere, he'd be okay with it. He would capitulate to the will of somebody who would want to play a song that maybe somebody might have heard, but probably not. Most of Dylan's. And I don't know how to say this any other way than Dylan might have been a good songwriter like Leonard Cohen, but they suck, and you really don't want to listen to them sing, either one of them. It's just like, just get somebody else to sing your shit. That's it. Because you certainly can't sing it. And stop it. Don't do it. But I guess, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. Oh. So, our mystical, magical, malevolent, magnificent co-host Kadant is currently watching Frozen with her sister. Oh, sister, if you can't be persuaded to join the dark side, then she will. No! I've been hearing more stuff about Star Wars. Good God. Oh, man, I'm hoping that it's just this information, but I think there's going to be a lot. Episode 9 is going to be a turd burger. Fat Andy, if you would like to put that into the lobby soundtrack on the Discord, we will get to it eventually. But no, this isn't going to be a music stream. I got different graphics for that shit. You know that. I got much different graphics. Wait a minute, let's see. See, it starts off with this, with the in stereo where available. And oh fuck, I guess I knocked everything down. There's that. So yeah, there's my DJ streaming. I got one for the 50s too, but that's kind of 80s, 90s. Actually, it reminds me a little bit of Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Erp. Oh. Let's go back to this. There we go. Let's do this, shall we? So our friend, our gal pal, the Kadunti, my internet daughter, has to watch Frozen 2 first. And it only started about an hour ago. I don't know how long it's supposed to run. But she's sitting down and enjoying that. I will tell you this right up front. I have never seen Frozen. I've never had the urge. The want, the will? No. I became disenfranchised with Disney musicals after Pocahontas? I mean, they did good with like the first three, like Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, and well, even Lion King to some extent. But most everything else is, jeez, bleh. I could not fucking care less. It's just that sell shit in the Disney store, from my point of view. Let me get a drink of this.
Only then will you have my permission to die.
Hey, let's do some good mornings, and I'll flip to the big screen. And Merc's in the waiting room, so we'll bring him in just a moment. Good morning, 3-4 Yoda. Good morning, Goat Man. Good morning, Ms. Murder. Good morning, Sunless Sentinel. Good morning, Mad Dodge Productions. Good morning, Zell. Good morning, Evil Dead Ed. Good morning, Gaming and Yelling. Good morning, Fat Andy. Good morning, Detroit. Good morning, Grant Sanford. Oh wait, I have to type this first. Let's do that. Bang. Good morning, Sir Adamantine. Disney eats shut now. What? What? I don't understand. You know, if I do want to build a snowman, I will use the song from Cannibal the Musical. Let's Build a Snowman. Because that one's the shit. Okay, hey, let's flip to the big screen. There we go. That happened. I should say right up front that our current stream boss and Intergender champion
Puerto Rican off his ass.
of the world. Hey, you're messing up my gimmick here.
Well, you let me in.
You
Fuck.
You walked on my buffer. But our current intergender champion of the world is Turish. This starts day 2. What? I know. Why don't you go find a hobby, cat? I'm serious. Really? You're that lazy where you just open your mouth, you're not even meowing anymore? Oh, lazy cat. Lazy fucking cat. Okay. So, yeah, you guys know how this works. Now, Turish, of course, is already an immortal, but I think he's got his eyes set. Not just to be in the Hall of the Immortals, which he already is. 9 days will get you there. I think he's waiting for the 10th. So he can become the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And yeah, I didn't have my shit together. I'm still trying to figure out how to get back to the original screen that they have for YouTube. It's still that shit screen. And Ed dropped $1. Thank you, sir. And Evil Dead Ed says, "Is much, homie, but of anyone Doc and Cadunt deserves. Ed still lives. He is still alive.
Fucking
free and healthy.
Evil Dead Ed.
Hope you and all your kin are well." Yeah, Mama and them doing fine, even though, she's, my mom's dead, but
Hey.
no, she's not in
I
pain.
miss Evil Dead Ed.
Grant Sanford in the chat said, "Let him finish his goddamn promo, Sargon." Oh, life is good. Okay, so last night, last night was an experiment, and wasn't a good one. Wait a minute. Okay. Hold on here. I don't know what the hell. I think Surgeon has admin powers. So I'll do that. And I updated your role. So you are now a Sturgeon.
All right, let's see. Let me fix this up. All right, so we're going to go to your server settings right here, like this. Server settings. You may disconnect momentarily, but your stream will still run. So if I am on that, then settings, reward. So I've been upgraded to a Surgeon, correct?
Yeah, that's one of the admins.
Okay, so server settings. I'll get it. Don't worry.
No, okay, because I don't get it. So there you go. Well, Evil Dead, like a thief in the night, comes in, does damage, and now he's leaving. Well, you have a good morning, sir. Enjoy your damn self. So yeah, last night we decided to go ahead and smoke out and see how that works. Now, I'm a pretty cordial drunk, but that was like the first time I decided to use the buddy system.
Well,
and woof.
you're gonna use the buddy system tomorrow night?
I don't know. What are we doing?
It's smoking down.
Dude, I was not funny last night. I thought...
Oh, yes, you the fuck were. Oh, my God. You guys had me in fucking stitches all night, dude. All right, so I got some bad news. If that's the highest roll you can give me, I can't do anything with changing the server location. That's probably what's causing the disconnection errors that you're having with some of your guests.
Okay, so server settings?
Yeah, it'd be under server settings. Okay. It'd be like location or some shit.
Overview, moderation, audit log, roles, integrations, emoji, webhooks, widget, server boost status, which, yeah, no. Then members, invites, and bans.
Holy shit. Okay, so it's not under server settings?
Server region is showing as U.S. Central.
Okay, you do not want to be in U.S. Central right now. Try like East Coast or something else. Yeah, server region is where you want to change.
Okay, well, technically I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so let's try that. And careful, you have unsaved changes. Well, then save them, fucker. Okay. I can still hear you.
Right.
And
yep, good.
Looks. How do I dip out of this now? I don't want to be here anymore. There we go. I'm right back now. So no, because I was like throwing jokes. And it was funny in my head, but when it came out, it was just like, I mean, literally, I should have had a soundboard doing crickets.
No, dude. It was, to me, just hearing you guys just getting fucking roasted was just fucking hilarious. Just it was, oh god, Kadunt had me in fucking stitches. Holy shit, dude. You both were fucking hilarious.
It was Kadunt just kept going, I'm sounding creepy now, aren't I? I'm like, no, because she's like, it's funny because, you know, now that we're really high, it just seems like we keep going dark, and it's like, I don't know, maybe stick to alcohol. For the
Yeah. Well, I can't. Okay. So I had the first drink. I've had my first drink in months and months and months. I drank a pint of vodka. I swear to God, like I spaced that out over the entire night. I got so ripped off of just a pint of vodka because my tolerance is so low, and it didn't work for me anymore. I can't drink anymore.
No, I don't know what I'm gonna do when it becomes smoke free. When I become smoke free, I might just go over the fucking edge.
Oh, I don't blame you. Holy shit, dude. Well, you might have to switch back to vaping. You could probably vape there.
No.
They probably won't say shit.
No.
What, you vape there?
Nope.
God damn.
Nope. So I guess I have to be dipping. I guess I have to go to the thrift store, find a fucking spittoon or something.
No.
I got to have my nicotine. Listen, getting rid of caffeine almost fucking killed me. Well, actually, it almost put me in jail for killing someone else. But yeah, just no, not a fan.
Oh man, I got a big ass bag of weed coming tomorrow, and I'm gonna get ripped. We're gonna take long rips all night if I'm able to fucking chill with you tomorrow night. I don't know, like I got so much shit going on tomorrow. Like I got to go all over fucking town.
I still got a little film canister filled with little baby nug-nugs.
Oh, well, I'm about to get a few film canisters filled with this baby nug-nugs.
Well, I mean, mine was free. The only thing I had to do was look down outside the bus station.
Yeah, I got a guy. I got a grower and shit. Grower, dealer, and other shit. Yeah. Pharmacists. They're pharmacists.
Well,
they're pharmacists.
Well, here's the thing. I sat there and I looked down because I knew that, I was visiting my oldest brother, right? And
right.
I'm like, well, he's a minister. He's so square. He's a square dance caller. I shit you not.
No way.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. And in the big house that he's got now, he's got a garage that could hold, if he wanted to, could hold about 5 cars. And he's taken like a section of that and turning it into a foursquare for square dancing. So he can teach people how to square dance and do square dance calling. Now,
all right, that's actually pretty cool. I can't knock him for that.
Now, the funny thing about it was he had a whiteboard up at his work. He works at like a government job, and he was taking suggestions of what he should have down there, because that's going to be like his rec room and whatever. So he was out for a couple of days and came back. And somebody had spent the time to meticulously draw a stripper pole.
That was you.
No, I would have, but then again, if I'd have been working with my brother and saw that, I would not have used the dry erase marker.
Nice.
I worked at a laminating company, and the boss, who was fucking scatterbrained, but he would always be like, okay, I want you guys to work on this. And I'm like, listen, you keep changing it all the time, so we don't know what we need to knuckle down on because you keep changing. He's like, all right, I got this dry erase board here, and I'm going to put up, from most important to least important. And so that way you guys will know. And I'll try to make sure to keep it updated and consistent. Well, that lasted all for about a day. And he would come back out and swipe on it and then change the priority. And he was doing this. I got about a week, and then I got tired of it. So we got to the end of Friday. I wiped out everything on the dry erase board, and then I took the dry erase markers and replaced them with El Marcos, which are permanent markers.
Oh, God.
Which they kind of look like dry erase markers, right? So
yeah,
I come in Monday, and sure enough, there were new priorities up on the board. And he was like, okay, so this is what we got to focus on. And it's like, all right, great, terrific. And I went to my desk, and I was the sales and marketing manager. And I was working on this one thing because there's really nothing I could do with this top 3 priority things. That was all manufacturing. I didn't have anything to do with manufacturing. So I'm working on basically setting up a catalog that we can get made and printed up, and people can, like literally take. And if they have this size of an ID, I've got a 2-page splash to where they can take the ID and set it down on it and figure out what size it is. So they can tell us what size they need. And, we can print it and make it for them. Something easy like that.
Like corporate IDs?
We did badges, corporate IDs, temporary laminates. Everything up to full page. The actual cool thing about the one that I came up with, it was magazine size, so we could have any size of laminate that we had available.
So they make IDs that are large as like a piece of paper.
Like maybe a quarter sheet, yeah. Like
Jesus Christ.
Well, wait a minute. I'll do no context tweet. A real good example is the San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get you. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, okay, so yeah, like fucking giant badges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those are pretty fucking big. I thought you meant like corporate shit,
Oh no, I came up with one. I came up with a fucking 7-part card for the Louisiana prison system.
Nice.
You could not fake this card. You fuck with it just a little bit, and it will shred, and there's no way you can put it back together. So,
how did that work?
It was set in layers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait a minute. Alan Moore announces he'll be voting for the first time in over 4 years for Labor and Jeremy Corbyn.
Yep, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, Sargon covered it. Fucking man, he's okay. I've got creator burnout. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting kind of tired of listening to his content. Like, I've got creator burnout. I've got subject matter burnout. I'm stuck. I haven't listened to fucking Nick Rekieta in a while because there's only so goddamn much I can hear about fucking Vic McNanya. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, at least he drinks. So,
Yeah, he's entertaining, but at the same time, there's only so goddamn much I can hear about this fucking case. I tune in for the subject matter, not just for the entertainment.
By the way, good morning. Another one of our immortals, Ghost Dog 999.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
And by the way, you guys know where the door is. If you want to stop in and join the inane banter. Maybe it might help you sleep if you talk to somebody. Don't count me as a counselor. Although I was a camp counselor when I was in my teens. Once.
Did you get to nail the other female camp counselors?
It was so funny because I brought the big bag of weed. And my buddy Johnny, his dad owned a liquor store, and he brought a gallon of fucking Jack Daniels. So we were So we were bottling and bonging the whole time. It's like, we could get pussy, but we probably have to share. So.
Oh, there's only one woman there.
No. I mean, as far as we'd have to share a bud.
Oh no. Never again am I ever gonna buy weed for anybody but myself. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've wasted so much goddamn money. Shit, man.
We taught people how to do shotguns with pussy willow reeds, though.
Ooh. I've actually done that.
That worked very well. By the way, good morning to another one of our immortals, Turish.
Hello.
And hey, Addie. He's saying camp counselor, Doc. Creepy. No. Not creepy.
Not creepy, just irresponsible.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, it'd be like, all right, are all the kids in? Great. Time to go get drunk and get stoned.
Yeah. I was just like fucking when I go babysitting, I put the kid to bed and then I fucking take bong rips and pass the fuck out. Wake up when he cries, take care of him, fucking change his diaper, whatever.
Well, we tried, not to have sex while the kids were swimming because,
Whoops.
Yeah, we don't want to create another Voorhees, right?
Well, and again, this is within the comfort of my own house. You are at a camp.
Oh, it was a great camp too. It had one of those rope bridges. So we'd go chill on the rope bridge and fire up. And if there was, we had one senior counselor, that adult who I would think even right now, if he were still alive, would still be wearing like those runner shorts with like knee-high tube socks. That kind of guy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know what you mean. Like, what the fuck is it called? It's a jumper, not a jumper. It's a romper. A romper. Yeah.
No, they were just those shitty kind of 70s, 80s shorts.
Oh yeah.
But he every so often would like try to catch us doing something, and we took the gallon, and what we would do is we would just like dump it into a cup. We wouldn't like haul around a gallon bottle of fucking Jack Daniels with us. And, I would just roll a couple to wherever we were going. So, he couldn't do the empty your pockets because I could empty my pockets and my weed's not there. So,
yeah.
But,
dude.
But
I bought a whole bunch of it. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, if they catch us on the bridge, only thing we need to do is dump the glass, or flip the. What the hell, Tyro?
Hey.
Where are you?
I still live.
Hey, there he is.
What do you mean? Where am I?
You sound like you've been locked into a dungeon.
Oh, a different mic. That's why I'm using my travel mic. Oh, it might be on the wrong sound capture. You're right.
I don't know. Come on.
Hold on. Hold on. Voice and video. Micro input device.
See, I was gonna buy the OK Boomer shirt, but then I looked at it and I'm like, oh, it's really not funny.
Hello.
Okay, now it should be.
And
better.
hello, Lo-Fi. How are you?
I'm tired.
Are you are you enjoying your Lone Star excursion?
She's got everything she needs.
Lone Star excursion. So, yeah, the reason Lo is tired is we just got a Frozen 2, and she was, like, standing and clapping and just going, woo, the whole time. I mean, she was super into it. Frozen 2 is her favorite movie of all time. To quote her verbatim, it is probably one of the greatest cinematic animated masterpieces of all time. It's she wants to get an Elsa tattoo. It's, she's going to make all her friends watch it when she gets back. It's just spectacularly awesome across the board. Now, I thought it was okay.
Is spousal violence okay? Is it allowed in the States to beat up your husband?
In the States, hell yes.
Well, I mean, You know,
Awesome.
I've
no.
been on this show before.
Tonight you, tomorrow you dine in hell.
Oh no! All right.
Wait a minute. Let me ask this. Lo, do you actually have a tattoo?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Same
I have
tattoos.
I have one sentence for you. Or just maybe just one reference. New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block. Okay.
Okay. When my cousin got old enough, 18, New Kids on the Block were popular. She was in love with them. And that's what she said she was going to do, is go get a New Kids on the Block tattoo. Now, could you imagine the grief that she would be given in her current day and age? She's in her 30s now.
Wow.
So
it ages so well.
Sometimes you might want to think about stuff, because anytime I want to give her shit, because she's like, well, you'll take me to the tattoo shop, and I'm like, sure. So I got her wasted, and she passed out over at my apartment. I don't know if she was my wife at the time or not, but my first wife, my first soon-to-be ex-wife. We got her wasted, and she passed out, and she woke up, and she was like, "Did I get the tattoo?" And I'm like, "No, you didn't. And if you ever ask me to take you to get a New Kids on the Block tattoo, we will knock you the fuck out." They didn't have roofies back then, so it might have turned into physical violence. But yeah, that's something that you definitely want to think about. Now, me saying this, let's go into my hypocrisy, because on my right calf, I have a full tattoo of the Fantastic Four. So who am I to talk?
I mean, that's a classic.
I've been designing my tattoo for 8 years. The problem is most of it is falling apart because everything I love, hobby-wise, is dying because of bad decisions.
Well, I mean, I didn't get sad when the movie Fan 4 Stick came out, but but
I don't want to the idea of the tattoo for me is you can look at it. It takes up a lot of space, the entire back and one sleeve and one leg, right? You can look at it and identify general points of me as a person, but I had to remove so much constantly because then these guys fucked up and then this fucked up, and like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
It's a lot of franchises we thought were classics are turning into New Kids on the Block, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of tattoos. I've got my arms and my chest and my legs, my lower legs tatted up.
I bet a lot of people are regretting getting their fucking Star Wars tattoos.
Oh, dude, I keep thinking back to the movie Fanboys, where Seth Rogen's character got a tattoo of Jar Jar Binks on his back.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he's like, "This is going to be the shit."
No. Sorry. You have wasted your life.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, do you guys want to hear the actual review of Frozen 2? We just got, we did the midnight release, not the midnight, but like the 10 p.m. Early premiere, 3D and D-Box. So like where D-Box is where the chair moves and vibrates. Like give you some.
Oh yeah.
First time I ever tried it.
Oh yeah, it's a wonderful experience. I've done that. Oh yeah.
It was fun. Like, it was a fun experience.
Yeah, D-Box is good. I can recommend that. The 3D for Frozen 2 is good. It will not give you a headache. The Frozen 2, it's not as good as Frozen 1. Pretty much, I think, what everyone expected, unfortunately. This is not The Godfather 2, essentially. It's not as bad as some Disney sequels, though. There's definitely way worse Disney sequels out there. God. Visuals are great. In terms of animation quality, they kicked it up a notch.
It looks fucking fantastic from that standpoint.
Yeah, like in one of the, like Elsa's purple dress, the cloth, the way it moves, the way it looks like real fabric. They really invested a lot of time into making both hair and fabric behave very realistically, surprisingly realistically, and very well done. Very well done. A lot of the particle effects, extremely good. Like from a technical standpoint, like animation technical standpoint, very well crafted film. You can tell they put a lot of years and a lot of man hours to it. From a plot perspective, it is unpolished. It is slapdash. It's you can guess where it's going pretty quick. When did you say, like 30 minutes in or less?
30 minutes in, I guessed where the story was going.
Yeah, but the only thing you can't guess until closer to the end is who was the bad guy. And what kind of ruins it is, spoilers, the bad guy has been dead for 30 plus years, so you don't even get a proper villain.
This bad guy is in less than a minute of the movie.
Yeah,
well,
literally less than a minute.
Well,
and then they're like, he was the villain all along, and he died, so he can't do anything now.
Well,
so what was the point of making him the villain?
I am glad, because currently right now, my co-host has made me a is it a widower? Because she right now is finishing up watching Frozen with her sister.
Oh, is her sister? How old is her sister?
She's not a kid. I think.
Okay.
I think her little sister's in her 20s.
Okay.
But
so her. Oh, okay. So Kadun is watching. Okay. So Kadun is experiencing the same agony that we did. Correct.
She is. She is at the theater right now, finishing up watching Frozen 2.
Okay. Well, do you know when she'll be back? Because then the three of us can all have a big Frozen stream.
Well, she said that it started 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, which
That
would
is a
be
very late release.
well, yeah, but she's on the Pacific Coast, so subtract 4 hours from that. That's actually, I think she's watching it on, because we watched ours at 10 p.m. Central.
No, Eastern Standard Time to Pacific. That's 3 hours.
Yeah, she's got the 10 p.m. Early screening too. Early whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah,
so she's watched it at the same time as us. Yeah, we got 10 p.m. Central. She's getting 10 p.m. Pacific. Okay.
yeah. She said she'll come back and hop on as long as her phone's working.
Okay, but yeah, there's no. Let's see. So I mean, first Frozen had a number of very catchy tunes. I mean, Do You Want to Build a Snowman?
No.
Love is an Open Door. Let It Go, of course, being the major power ballad that got overplayed. The reason no one likes Let It Go isn't because it's a bad song, it's because it was overplayed. But it's a good song. Let It Go is a very well-written, broadly powerful, meaningful song with a lot of different interpretations to it. There's nothing like that in this film. There's like one song that Anna gets that comes a little bit close, which is like, do the right thing, or no, make the right choice, or what was it?
I forgot something to that.
Something forgettable, basically. That's like a throwaway line that they turn into a song, and the lyrics for that are okay. But like the big song that they're pushing is Into the Unknown, and it just kind of flops.
No.
It's worth pointing out that Elsa gets two big songs, Into the Unknown and Show Yourself, and they're both thinly veiled lesbian allegories. Like at this point, there's not so subtle subtext that Elsa's lesbian, because Into the Unknown basically is like her, saying like, oh, I'm being like, there's this female voice calling me, and like I'm tempted to like go into the unknown, and like and part of me wants to, but the other part of me is like, well, I don't want to leave the unfamiliar thing. So it's like, okay, wow, that's some gay symbolism right there, like straight out of Queer Theory. Oh, good Lord. And then the Show Yourself is all about like, oh, for a while, like I've known there's something different about me, and now I'm meeting, and now I'm finally going to find out, maybe meet someone who's like me and also different. It's like, right? Can you stop? Can you stop feeding the Elsa lesbian thing? Like, just oh my God!
Did they do the
Kristoff's song is wonderful?
Did they do the Do you want to lick some carpet?
yeah, not quite that explicit, but. Yeah, I mean, they also gave material for the people who ship Elsa and Anna as lovers. They gave them some material too, which was, oh boy, Tumblr's going to light up on that one.
Wait,
but yeah,
aren't they related?
Huh?
I thought Tumblr shut down.
No, aren't they related, like sisters?
That
Yes.
doesn't stop people.
Do you think that stops people who ship?
It should.
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. I mean, in
No,
Ruby,
it
for
doesn't.
example, one of the big ships is Ruby and Yang and their sisters. No. Female on female incest ships. Like lesbian people who ship lesbian stuff also enjoy incest. So like mother daughter, sister sister. That's actually very popular with lesbians who ship.
Yeah, look at Pornhub.
Hold on just a second. Zell's like, Frozen, yeah, whatever. I want to talk about The Mandalorian. I'm like, if you want to come on and talk about The Mandalorian, Zell, I have seen both.
I've not seen The Mandalorian yet because, the one problem is we can't streams or download stuff here because the Wi-Fi where we are sucks. We can hop on here and talk, but we can't like host streams or anything. That's one reason why we're not uploading any videos because our upload speed is atrociously bad. So I have not gotten my hands on Mandalorian yet, but I've heard good things.
I want to see IG-11.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Mandalorian. I've heard absolutely terrible things about Watchmen. I know to stay away from that.
Oh no, I'm watching them both. I can't get away from a nice car wreck.
I don't know if it's a nice car wreck. That's the thing. But the highlight of the movie, Frozen 2, best scene, the best part of the movie, and this tells you the quality of the film. The best part of the movie is Kristoff gets a full musical number, and it goes full wonk, or no, not full ham. Full ham. It's a straight up 1980s music video parody. They reference Queen. They reference
all the different camera effects, and everything you would use in the most cheesy 80s.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, you've got Michael Bolton, Queen, a few others. What's the song? I am the one who will fight for your honor. I'm the man who will fight for your honor.
That was like Bryan Adams and
there we go.
And
that's
Rod Stewart
and
somebody else.
Yeah, the song itself is melodically, in terms of like the melody, it's almost a parody of "I am the man who will fight for your honor" because it uses a lot of the same notes in there.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious because he has a backup band of singers of reindeer. So you have reindeer singing in the background as he's crooning, and you have like the multiple angles and stuff like that. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Clearly, that part's not aimed at kids. That's for the parents to laugh at and be like, "Oh my god, that's the '80s." That's funny. That's the best part of the film because it's like 3 minutes of good solid laughter because you're like, oh my god, that's great.
I was wrong. It was Peter Cetera.
Okay.
The former lead singer of Chicago. I think he's back with them again.
Yeah. The biggest. There's so much lost potential on this one too because Frozen 2, like we were thinking, 4 stones, the 4 seasons, right? Winter, autumn, blah blah blah. Elsa's winter. Nope, they're the 4 elements.
Elsa is the avatar. That's
they not only went with the 4 elements, but they based them on the avatar elements. So air, water, earth, fire.
Wait a minute.
And
what about the 5th element? Heart.
Yeah,
that's
Elsa
Elsa.
is hard. She brings all of them together.
Yeah, they actually reference it. And there was a 5th element that combines them. And we all, and Lo and I were both like, heart! And Elsa is the avatar, the master of all 4 elements. I'm not even joking. That's a thing. She actually gets an avatar form.
Planet.
Wait. So Elsa is Disney's version of Captain Planet then?
Yes. It's either their version of Captain Planet or their version of Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, more like Aang.
Winter down to 0.
Yeah, she is literally the bridge between the human world and the spirit world, which is the Avatar from Aang. I mean, she's Aang. They blatantly ripped off Avatar: The Last Airbender and made Elsa the Avatar. Oh, and they gave her a Gandalf moment where she is reborn. She dies and is reborn, going from Elsa the Blue to Elsa the White. No joke.
Oh god, wait until ER covers this shit.
Oh no.
Wait until ER covers this shit.
Oh no. I'm probably going to have to finally watch it, but I don't wanna. I mean,
Frozen or Frozen 2?
I was saying I've lost all faith in Disney movies.
Well, at least there's a cute lizard.
There is the other high point of the movie is there's a lizard named Bruni, and very cute, very very adorable, very cute. I liked it.
He doesn't even need a name because they never give him a name.
Yeah, they never name him.
So
He's called Bruni, but they never call him Bruni in the film, which is weird.
It's just little thing.
Yeah.
It's cute as fuck.
There's also there as I said, there are individual scenes that are also very visually cool. Like there's a scene where Elsa is fighting a horse. The horse is the water elemental. The one you see in the marketing, that's the water elemental, and she has to tame him. And so the scene where she's fighting the water elemental, that's a really cool, very well done scene. That's very neat. Like her, when she's going into the ocean, and then like there's one moment where like the horse is charging at her, so she freezes it, and it's almost like the horse reacts by going, "Did you just freeze me, bitch? I'm a water elemental. I control your element. Fuck you!" And she starts trying to basically straight up murder her by drowning her to death.
Tyro, if she actually did say that, I'd be more inclined to try and watch the film.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, it feels like the horse is saying that to her.
Issue with that as well is that the horse has a lot of place in the marketing, but it's not in the movie very often.
Yeah, it becomes her horse in the end, like it becomes her trusty steed. So, it doesn't have as big an impact. So once again, Frozen 2, I think arguably this is an even worse villain than Hans. Like Frozen 1, the biggest problem was the villain sucked because it's like this heel turn came out of freaking nowhere with Hans. And here the villain has been dead for 34 years. So it's like the villain has an impact, but they're dead, so the impact is limited. So it's like okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to spoiler-free Insomnia Ramble Stream. Oops.
Yeah, whatever.
By the way,
if this ruins a movie for you, so be it. Don't see it.
By the way,
don't.
Welcome, Zell, to the stream.
Hey, how's it going?
I only have 2 words for you for the Mandalorian. Are you ready?
No. Go ahead.
Baby Yoda.
It's not Yoda.
That's it. I'm out.
Go get cancer. Go get cancer.
It's not Yoda. But it is 50 years old.
By the way, I did actually see some behind the scenes footage of Mandalorian, and George Lucas is actually saying, "I like this. I'm enjoying this. This is good." He was never on set for the last 3 movies.
You can.
I got a totally different approach to this show, man.
Okay.
Well, first off, show me the quotes where he said exactly that. Okay, Disney has been speaking for him for the most part on this show. Second off, I know you and every other Star Wars fan is being scammed by this show up the ass. There is something up with this show where it was either a totally different thing, and then in editing they tried to fix it. Third, Last Jedi pissed me off. This show gave me an existential experience because I overdosed on cringe halfway through the first episode. I have no clue how anyone is finding this show anything but hilariously bad. I'm dedicated now because I have Disney Plus. But to give you an example, there's a scene of our totally unlikable, whiny character where he goes up to some frog creature and he's like, "I don't know how to ride that creature." And then Nick Nolte pig form goes, "Yeah, you could ride that creature because you've ridden other creatures," hinting at his holiday Star Wars thing. He goes, "You could ride that creature." I'm not ruining the pacing of this scene for you, by the way. Even Doc can attest to this. This is how quick this happens. I can't ride it. I don't know how. Yes, you can. Oh, yeah, I can. That's a scene! That's a scene in the show!
He was like,
it's
now,
lost my mind.
Now, you're a Mandalorian. Mandalorians rode these things before. Oh, okay. And then he goes and tries to pets it and then jumps on it.
That's some solid writing. I'm very excited to see that now.
Oh my God. I have to see it through. But like, I'm flabbergasted by the people that think this show is good. And what I think is happening is maybe The Last Jedi's just fucked us up so much that we're thinking we're seeing something good or something like that. I'm just like so cynical that I just was like,
well,
I was actually really excited for this show. Actually, I was really excited for this show. Jon Favreau was the man in my eyes. Here's why I think we're being scammed.
Okay.
Number one, the pacing of the show does not whatsoever fit with how long the shows are, the episodes. As soon as whenever an episode has ended so far, I've always felt like that's it.
I was gonna say the beats seem off.
Totally off.
Like here's where we wrap, and then we'll go to episode 2, and then we'll go to episode 3. It's like it seems like it kind of, it's kind of like somebody trying to work a stick shift and not finding the gear.
Yeah, and here's the other thing too. A lot of stuff happens in each episode.
Yeah.
Now you have to try to imagine this if you haven't seen The Mandalorian and you're thinking about getting Disney Plus. I would say
giving Disney money.
I will send you the link. I know where to get it.
There. Yeah, Doc probably does it the smarter way, but I would say if you don't know how to do it Doc style or don't want to do it Doc style, then I would say wait till the whole series is out and then get like 1 month and binge it or something like that. That's what I would suggest if you're really interested. But a lot of stuff happens in each episode, like crazy amounts. But you look at the length of each episode. The first one, and I'm not including credits, so the first one was like 30 minutes. The second episode was like 28 because it had little. What's up?
It's a half-hour show. I thought it'd be an hour. Like
okay. That's a brilliant, perfect, spot-on response, dude. Because isn't that what any sane person thought the show would be?
Yeah. That's really surprises me.
It doesn't make sense for what's going on in the show.
Hold on a minute. So Disney Plus, this is commercial free, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you do realize that most half-hour time slots are actually only 22 minutes with 8 minutes of advertisement, right?
Yes, I would respond
with... You're getting pretty good, decent.
No, I would respond with, first off, number one, Clone Wars. The
that was
show.
all marketing. That was all marketing to get the kids to buy fucking Star Wars toys. You're right.
Quiet. Hold on. But anytime I've watched Clone Wars, the CG one or the 2D one, even if I hated the show, I never had a feeling of like, that shouldn't be 22 minutes. That should be an hour.
Well,
when you watch Mandalorian, you're going to watch it, an episode's going to end, and you're going to go, no, that's not when you stop.
How canon friendly is it?
By the way, hold on. The first episode is 38 minutes and 45 seconds. The second episode is 31 minutes and like 31:30.
Do you know how long credits are for the show? And do you know how long the intro is for this show?
I would say that
for the recap.
I would say that the intro's probably maybe a minute with the Lucasfilm graphic thing because they think, oh, we're so cool. With the
first episode is a little lengthy. I was being short with it. It's probably like 32, 34 minutes. The credits are like 5 to 7 minutes. Go check it. I'm serious.
I am right now. The credits start at like 31.
Oh, by the way,
minutes.
So did you guys hear that America's Patreon has been shut down by Patreon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, big fucking surprise there. Jesus Christ, dude. They're fucking cracking down on everybody.
Well,
it's not even...
Well, yeah, because they couldn't... Because, and we'll talk about this in depth later, but yeah, they couldn't kick his ass off of YouTube because he didn't have any content, so they found another way. But...
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, it does feel like this should be an hour-long show, which an hour-long show is usually what ends up to be like 46 minutes or something like that.
Yeah. Now I'm getting somewhere with this because a lot of this shit doesn't add up. All right.
Okay.
So you got a bunch of shit that happens in each episode, but at the end of each episode, it feels like it was cut off entirely too soon. To give you an example, you say, "Hey, 30 minutes is awesome because usually 22, 23 minutes with commercials. That's pretty awesome, right?" Well, what if I cut up The Empire Strikes Back and I literally slammed the credits 30 minutes into it and I go, wait till next week? You're going to be like, the pacing's way off. Like, what the fuck's happening? So it feels like a movie that got slashed up, but it also feels like on top of that, a really fucked up bad movie. Like where the pacing was awful, where it was directionless, and so they felt like maybe to savor it, just make it like a boring ass thing that if they cut up, it's less boring.
Favreau is basically directing a Western.
There's the other scam, buddy. Do you think that you've seen a Jon Favreau directed episode yet?
Yeah.
Go check. No. Go check.
Okay. I'll just let
I'll
just let the credits roll on the first one.
It's Mr. Dave Filoni, which, you know, he has a passion and stuff like that.
Dave Filoni, that name sounds familiar. Didn't he do something with Clone Wars?
He runs the Clone Wars animated series. He has for years. He has passion for Star Wars, don't get me wrong. But
and Clone Wars is great, so
Clone Wars for a lot of people is great. It's kind of cheesy and hokey for me, but a lot of people love it, and it's not offensive. It's not offensive at all, and his passion shows through it.
Yeah,
but there's a huge fucking difference. There's a huge fucking difference between that and a live action show, especially one like this. And you can actually feel sort of the Dave Filoni-isms on this, but like, again, that's another thing that's weird is like, this was pushed like Jon Favreau's in control, baby. I don't buy that. I think Jon Favreau has been involved in some degree.
Well, he wrote
I think he was brought in late. I think he was brought in late in the game.
Well, he's got the main writing credit for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they can do that for anybody. Come on. You know about this doc with Hollywood.
Would they do it for me?
I wish. Yeah, if you wrote this show, it would be better, sir. I'm sure, because you like Star Wars.
I'm a fan. Now, the one thing that gets me, and you'll probably get into this too, there's an incredible, almost a choking amount of fan service.
Yes, I will agree that the reason why it gets in the way, I'm someone who likes nostalgia and I love fan service and I just eat it up as long as the story is good. But you notice it a lot because I'm going to say this too. There's nothing else to really cling on to with this show. Like
guys, I gotta run. I don't want to interrupt, but I do have to run.
Okay.
No, it's all right. I'll probably be back tomorrow night. I'm actually gonna have a full fucking tomorrow night, so I'm gonna shield real quick. Find me on Twitter. My Twitter is now reactivated. I am back. I am now producing content on YouTube. My first video is about to drop soon. I have to write it, record it, and edit it. It's probably going to take me about another week to get it up and running, unless I get another bug up my ass. Anyway, find me on Twitter, Mercmint, MERCMINT. Find me on YouTube. Just I don't know. I'll post a link later. What I wanted to touch down on with the whole Star Wars thing is it's been a marketing gimmick ever since fucking Disney took over the whole goddamn thing. Yeah, it's sad. They completely destroyed all the fucking canon. And another thing is, I don't know. I feel disillusioned with the franchise now. Other than that, I'd like to hear you guys discuss about the canon friendliness of it. But other than that, I
was going to touch on that next, sir. You have a good night, though.
Let's talk about Pokemon instead.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why did you send me a link to Reading Rocket, top autism organizations and web resources?
I think he's commenting on your autism, doc.
Not my autism.
Oh, okay. So
probably more of mine. Yeah.
Yeah. So out of curiosity,
they buried the director's name until the very end of it.
Wow.
Oh, they are them tricksy bitches.
Are you seeing the pieces fall together like I did, and that's why I'm so furious?
Well, here's the thing. They had a guy in that they had a character that looked like Bosk. Of course, they have a character that looks like IG-88.
Yes.
And
which I will say, if you're looking forward to the IG-88 type, which he's named IG-11, But if you're looking forward to IG-11's scene, I will say, beautiful.
Well,
that was the only good thing about this entire series so far was that robot. Can I say a spoiler? Because I think it's deserved because I was furious too.
He's gonna self-destruct.
No, he tries.
No. He tries, but like he's all over the posters and all that shit, and everyone's looking forward to him. I hope you enjoy the 5 minutes of IG-11, guys, because he's out.
He gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you enjoy that. Again, scam. This was a fucking scam.
But
I think this was butchered shit, and then they added more shit on top of it because this was a fucking wreck.
Well, but step back for just a second, Zell.
Okay.
This is a Boba Fett story. There's
that too.
This was something that should, because they got IG-88, they got Bosk in it, and the character is definitely Boba Fett. So this would have fit very well if they would have run it, in the same time that I guess Rogue One was going. This is because I don't know how deep you went with Star Wars, but they came out with a book about all the bounty hunters. And
no, I remember.
Yeah, each of them had their own story. And
I never read it, but I remember that came out. Yeah.
Well,
IG-88 is the best.
Well, I can tell you this much: Jon Favreau fucking read it, because the stories that are coming out, the whole bounty hunter stuff, felt a lot like the old Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns. And I think that's the format that he was following. And he's like, oh man, I'm on the Boba Fett, because it was going to be a movie. And then they realized, oh shit, we'll have to pay George Lucas more money. And so they're like, no, we'll just change it around. So
like I've said before, I just like to substantiate it with like, of course, this is like speculation, but it's speculation that's making the rounds because we're trying to make sense of this thing, and that's one of the things that could make sense of a lot of things.
Yeah, because I tell you what, halfway through the first episode, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to call this guy Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And when IG-11 showed up, I'm like, that's IG-88.
Oh, and here's the other thing, and we'll get to the... okay, just real quick. Here's the other thing about the character of the Mandalorian. Okay, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills when it comes to this show, because a lot of people they love the character and this and that, blah, blah. If you were looking forward to your badass Mandalorian that for decades you've just been dreaming of in your head, playing with toys and shit, and just that badass, whoa, man, what were the Mandalorians about? Get ready for a whiny pussy. That's all he does in the first 2 episodes. He whines, and John Wick would slap this man and be like, dude, you got to get your shit together. You have a crashed ship. Okay, so you need to get the parts. There's literally scenes where he just sits and goes, well, I can't do that. I can't get that part. How do I fix my ship? I'm stuck here for good. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, where's our badass? And then he fights some Jawas, and he just, like, it just looks like they might as well have gotten anybody to try to climb up the Jawa rig. He's just slumping around and just, like, looking like, I'm like, have you trained? Are you, like, a brand new Mandalorian? And if so, like, you're not as badass as the trailer show.
Eddie's saying, I'm just here to watch the other viewers disappear.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, what's the time frame for the TV show? So clearly they're doing like IG-11 and the not Bosk to avoid continuity stuff. So like, is this set between Jedi and Force Awakens?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes. Yeah, I would go with that.
It's set about 5 to 10 years after Return of the Jedi, after the Empire's fall. I think maybe even just 5 years. It's not that long after.
Yeah, because they make a specific reference that Empire credits are no longer any good.
Yeah, and this was a very recent thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it was set like 6 months to a year after Return of the Jedi. It's very recent after Return of the Jedi, after the fall of the Empire. But here's the thing. Okay. I'm going to point out one thing, and it's one of many. and I just hate when people try to defend this. So, Empire Strikes Back. We all love it. Great movie, right? Oh God, I hope so.
Let's see, Empire. Yeah, I'm trying to think in context of bounty hunters. But
no, I just mean like great movie, right?
Yeah, it's the best Star Wars movie.
Yeah, it's the best out of them all.
Which one? Empire Strikes
We
Back.
all know what happens to Han Solo in that. He gets frozen in carbonite. Do we remember the process of the frozen carbonite? Do we remember, for example, that was a function for the Bespin gas being mined, and it was extremely dangerous and very foreign to humans, and not to be used on humans, and that's why they wanted to test it out. Do we remember all this?
Not to be used on living things.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like teleporters in Enterprise. You know, in Enterprise they could teleport cargo, but it hadn't been rated for humans yet. You could, but wasn't recommended.
Yeah, so you have this deadly thing that, like, you know, that was the whole thing with Han, was that it was very rare. Like, not even rare. I don't even know if it had been used at that point to make a living person in carbonite. But either way, very unique, very rare. This show starts off and it's just like, yeah, bounty hunters do that. They just freeze everything in carbonite. And they have rows and stacks of them in their ship. Well, yeah. And I'm like, no, wrong.
Well, hold on.
Well, yeah.
It's been 8 years. It's entirely possible that after the events of Empire, some other bounty hunters were like, hey, freezing carbonite's cool.
Well, no.
Let's perfect.
No, do you know why it's upsetting?
No. Here's the one thing that I didn't like, Tyro, was the fact that this guy that Boba Fett captures. He goes back into the cargo hold and finds like 5 of these carbonite slabs hanging up in the back. And Boba just walks up, shoves him into like an alcove. And then all of a sudden these jets come off and boom, he's in carbonite now. It's like, that really is not the physics of how you freeze somebody in carbonite.
Well, here's the thing. Someone who plays devil's advocate might go, okay, there's some time that's passed, so it's, you know, they might have advanced the technology to be able to do that. My response to that would be like, because I can't really defend against that, but all I can do is go, don't lie to yourself. The only reason they did do that was because, remember when that happened? I guess all bounty hunters do that.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one. Yeah, it sounds like it's just a thing to refer back to Empire to make you think, look, it's continuity.
No, and here's the other thing.
Something new.
Here's the other argument. Okay, with Han Solo, what they were doing was you could think of any other manufacturing structure. Let's say they were on fucking Mustafar, and they had this special way to like capture the molten shit, and there was like no one in a million years was like, put a human in that thing. And then someone was like, put a human in there. Let's capture him somehow. And somehow miraculously it works after they do like a couple tests. It's like, that's what happened on Bespin to Han Solo. I just wanted explained to me how that spread throughout the universe, just that one instance of it happening, spread throughout the universe, specifically to just bounty hunters. Like even Boba Fett, who had maybe max 3 years to spread that around, thought it was freaky enough to where he didn't reuse it in Return of the Jedi. You didn't still see him using that because it was a one-time thing. Explain to me how that spread around, and then bounty hunters go, oh man, that's a great way to dangerously keep our cargo where they could possibly die every time we do it. It doesn't click.
No, it's silly. If it was piece of industrial machinery, they shouldn't. It's stupid.
Well, think about this. The one of Boba Fett's few lines: "He's no good to me dead." And then Vader says, the Empire will compensate you. So they didn't even know if that fucking carbonite freezing shit was going to work.
Right. Yeah, they were ready for it to like, hey, if it kills Han, then we'll compensate you.
Yeah.
And then, but here's the first big bump in the road though for the show. It starts off kind of cool. It starts off with him on a frozen planet, and there's there's a classic setup of a bar and these kind of rough hooligans in a bar, and you're like, oh, some shit's gonna go down in the bar. And they're picking on this blue alien guy, and right away I go, that blue alien guy, number one, he looks dumb, but I can get past that. But number two, that's a fucking alien from Star Trek, and don't tell me otherwise.
Which one?
That is the blue fish guy.
Oh, yeah, because he reminded me of Picard's barber.
Well, not only that, but in like the first season of Next Generation, when Wesley does the tests, you don't remember the blue fish guy?
Oh yeah. That's the one who gets in because Wesley helps him, right?
Yes. That alien is like literally without the breathing machine thing, literally just in the first fucking 5 minutes of this show, and he's a plot point. He's the one that he gets carbonite frozen later. It's just like, it's like him. It looks exactly the same way, but either way, maybe that was an homage or whatever. Still, something I can get past, because I'm like, that's kind of, I guess, for geeks and stuff. So, Mandalorian, beats up the thugs that are harassing him. But there's kind of cool twist where you find out like, oh, the guy that was getting picked on is his target, is the Mandalorian's target. So you're like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then the fish guy talks. Now, number one, he already looks like what's his name?
Oh,
Costanza.
By the way, I went ahead and no context tweeted Picard's barber, the blue guy with the split in the center of his face. But yeah, I thought that too. I thought Seinfeld.
Yes, he looks like, is it Joe Costanza or no?
George
Costanza? Thank you. So he looks like George Costanza, and I'm like, again, this thing looks silly and stupid, and he just looks like some guy at a cosplay convention. But I can get past it. Then he opens his mouth, and that's when I realized, oh my god, they're not even gonna try, are they? Because he just starts talking, and I'm like, hi, George Costanza. Like, he just starts talking like a dude at a convention. And I'm like, you guys aren't even fucking trying. And then when they get to the fucking carbonite thing, I got more pissed. And then that thing goes away. Like, he just freezes the guy, and that's the end of that. And then another thing happens, and then another thing happens. And they're, like, not interconnected things. And then it's just like shit happens the show.
Well, and then he met Apollo Creed.
Oh, okay, that's the other thing. The guys that you see in the trailer, have fun with the 2 minutes you get of them. Werner Herzog? I love Werner Herzog. Don't you dare waste him. Oh, they do.
Yeah.
That's it. The scene that you see of him in the trailer, that's what you get, guys. As far as we know it.
You get more Nick Nolte voiceover in the first two than anything else.
Oh my god. I couldn't stop laughing at that, Doc. So this pig midget monster guy comes out of nowhere, and then it's Nick Nolte's voice coming out of it with this little fake puppetry mouth, and I bursted out into laughter. I can't take that thing seriously. And then, this got me furious too. And again, a lot of the shit in the show, you could sort of press yourself to explain it, but you know that at the end of the day, the people that wrote those moments were so stupid that they just thought, oh, that thing does that thing because that thing. For example, in the second episode, it's revealed that in the end of the first episode, it's revealed that what he's technically rescuing, I guess, is what Yoda's species is. It's a 50-year-old baby of what Yoda's species is. Okay? Well, there's a moment in the second episode where the Yoda thing, the little baby Yoda, just suddenly blasts out the Force.
Yeah.
And this giant ass monster is just fucking taken down from his Force. And the first thing that came to mind for me was, oh my god, they think that those Yoda creatures just do that. They didn't think of the fact that Yoda had to train after becoming an adult to be able to do those things. They just went, Yoda, another Yoda, does same thing. That's how retarded they are in this show.
But it is really cute though.
But do you see my point? It is cute. It's a cute looking creature. But when it used the Force, I was like, how does it know that? How does it know that takes years of training, and it's still a baby. It's a 50-year-old baby, but it's a baby.
Well, clearly it's Rey's parent, because Ray does the same thing, right? It's another Mary Sue.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get into the 4 different endings that they've been testing. Apparently, they've got the ending locked though for 9.
Here's the fucked up thing. I'm like, I just kind of, I don't look forward to the Mandalorian series. I just look forward to it ending, but I got to get through it. I more look forward to Rise of Skywalker because I'm just like, that's going to be such an entertaining trash pile. Mandalorian isn't even fun to get through for a trash pile.
Well,
it's like, oh, here's another boring half hour.
Well, and here's
let's go.
Well, and here's an interesting point that Doomcock put forward. He said, "Are they giving us this Mandalorian, which is not up to the standards of the original trilogy, but they're providing enough fan service to where they can look at that and say, oh, well, that's at least better than what they're putting out now."
Yeah, that's one of the issues that I think I'm finding myself running into is I think like most, because Doomcock's a great example of like, he's not, he doesn't make me feel like I'm taking crazy pills. His approach to the show has been pretty close to mine. He's like, no, I'm disappointed and it's kind of boring. So he's been very like honest and forward about it. But most people are still like, my prediction is, even to the people who think this show is good right now, man, you haven't seen anything yet. I guarantee when this show is done and wrapped up, everyone is going to start turning around and going, what the fuck was that? It's just going to take time. Because like, try to rewatch the episodes. It's just a hilarious cringe fest. And then here's the 2 other things.
Wait a minute.
About it.
Just a second.
Sorry, go ahead.
In the chat, Turish is saying, is this stream called Watch Zell Yell as his erection dies?
Oh man, pretty much.
That is sad. We could.
But yeah, here's the 2 other things about it being a scam. Like, it's obvious that it's like, we're gonna split this thing up into once a week for subscription based, right? Like, what comes to mind for me is like, oh, it's an increase in quality because you're gonna do 1 episode a week. You take more time on it. It's the total opposite. And then here's the other thing that has me scratching my head. I remember specifically watching a inside look into this show before I saw it, a little trailer thing with Jon Favreau, and they were describing the process they were using for the effects in the show. And the process they were using for the ships flying by the camera was the same process for the 1977 movie. I was like, that's so cool. This show is going to look gorgeous. Oh my God. And then you see it in the show, and I call horse shit. It looks like, and I don't want to say it looks like utter shit, because it looks passable, okay? But when you tell me that it's $12 million an episode, and the first season of Game of Thrones had less money per episode than that, and it looked gorgeous in comparison, and this shit, like, the ships flying by the camera in space, what do they look like, guys? Like CG ships. They just look like cheap-ass CG ships. The creatures look like shit. The cinematography actually looks better in the trailers than it does in the show. The show looks kind of soft and plain as fuck.
Well, and when
it just looks cheap as fuck.
And
what happened?
And the whole thing with him calling the cosmic Uber. And the first one and the first one pulls up, and it looks CG. It looks CG until it gets to the characters, and then turns back into CG when it's leaving.
Yeah, like that was the first shot. Like most of the stuff was forgivable. That was the first shot though that to me I was like, ugh, like I just like audibly was like, oh God, like what is that? It looks ugly. And then it just got worse from there. And then they introduced those gross frog creature things from the Ewok adventures. And, like, they looked like shit. And then, like, again, like, every scene is just a clusterfuck of the choreography and the blocking. Doc knows what blocking is. Just totally missing the mark. Like when he first lands on that desert place, what the fuck ever, where, by the way, someone pointed out to me just fly a little further to your destination. And I was like, oh yeah, why didn't he do that? But anyway, he just like lands, and then those frog things come up. And first he's attacked by one, and then a second one comes up. Well, that whole fight scene, it goes on for like a minute, but it feels like 5 minutes because it's so horribly choreographed. And like the music's oh, that's another thing, Doc.
The music sucks. The music sucks.
Thank you. This has to be the worst music I've ever heard in a Star Wars licensed media property in my entire life. There's more memorable music in the holiday special, like that I could sing it to. At least the holiday special has the classic theme in it. Like this is just experimental. Like what the fuck? I can't believe they allowed them to do this. So the music doesn't add anything to scenes. In fact, it makes scenes more awkward. Ow. And so,
I mean, Star Wars is known for a gorgeous soundtrack. Even the Clone Wars cartoon had a pretty good soundtrack.
Well,
pull up the soundtrack for The Mandalorian right now.
I've got it running in the background currently.
Can we hear it?
Only if you were like actually listening, because I'm not doing.
Oh, I thought you were playing it for it. Yeah. No. Again, the music by itself might be kind of cool if you're in the right mood. But the music in the scenes and the way it's used, like for example, the scene in the the scene in the trailer that everyone was like thought was badass, where he pulls the guy through the door and it's obvious he's gonna get cut in half.
Oh.
That scene, like when he enters the bar, the moment he enters the bar, I was like, the music is ruining the scene. And I was furious. Because it should have been a cool scene.
Oh,
it was just, it was weird.
Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, when the music takes away from a scene, I know it's bad. Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
I think the music will be the first thing that you will notice, Tyro, when you, like, it really is the first thing you notice where you're like, what are they doing?
Ouch. It shouldn't be. That's why I say ouch. If the music's the first thing you notice, it's like editing. If you're noticing the editing, it means the editing is probably bad.
The whole thing about the music is, it sound like they got a special needs kid, and said, hey, we want something like John Williams made for the original trilogy, and the guy was like, okay, and that's what they ended up with.
I don't even know how to describe the music.
Is it as bad as Jurassic Park on Kazoo? So instead of dun 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 dun, it says do do do.
Well, no, I mean it's well produced. It's well produced music, obviously, but it's like I don't understand how they watched the scenes, because I'm hoping they went over this shit and screened it. I don't understand how they saw these scenes with this music and like okayed it, because the music does everything to take you out of that room. Like when he enters the bar, I'm like when the Mandalorian enters the bar, I'm sure all of you guys are like imagining like some kind of music that like amplifies his entrance, establishes like what the music doesn't bother to introduce him, establish him. The music, the best way I can describe it is the music is the autistic kid in the corner that is like just doing his meth, doing his thing, not contributing whatsoever, and it's like he's just doing his own thing. Like the music doesn't even care what scene it's in. It's just like, you want to play some flutes right now? Yeah, let's play some flutes. And then it's like, you want to do violin right now? Yeah, let's slam the shit out of some violin and then do techno. You're just like, what is going on?
Honestly, it sounds like, and I don't know if you guys will get this connection. Do you remember the movie that Roger Corman made called Battle Beyond the Stars? It was his Star Wars ripoff.
Maybe.
Sounds familiar. I don't think I saw it.
The music that plays for that movie is on par with the music they're using with Mandalorian.
Oh God. Wow. Jeez. So what the hell is happening with Disney? Because when they got the Marvel Universe, when they started doing the Marvel movies, they were good, and I was happy because Disney had so many good creators better than Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
But now, as time goes on, you have Star Wars, you have Frozen 2 here. But I mean, you have more and more of their movies are sucking. Even the Marvel movies are starting to suck because Thor 4 and Captain Marvel is terrible. Thor 4 is going to be suck.
Well, it falls to 4 letters, HNIC. Because Feige has been doing, you know what HNIC is, right?
No, I don't know what that is.
That's the head nigga in charge.
Oh, okay.
The Kevin Feige has been doing a great job with Marvel. He's been kind of slipping. We'll see what happens in this next phase if he can hold on, because he's been in.
Well, he's slipping. He's slipping because he has to.
Well, he's been under a lot of pressure. Now, when Star Wars started, Lucas did the dumbest thing in the world. Just because he worked with Kathleen Kennedy, he was like, "Yeah, let's go ahead and put her in charge." And she had a fucking agenda.
Yeah,
it's kind of
Kathleen Kennedy is good at one thing, which is raising money, because she's friends with a lot of very rich, very stupid liberals who love to throw money away. She's good at raising money, but she is not a filmmaker or anything. She has no taste in art whatsoever.
Well, I think
I would argue that I'll be the sexist one, and I will say women can and do love Star Wars, but it comes from a dude's mind, and you need a dude in charge. I'm sorry, I don't, and so I think that was another big fuck up. Is like Kathleen Kennedy may love Star Wars. She's not going to get it, though. It's from a dude's perspective on things. Like, it's such a dude thing.
Yeah, just look at her shirt. The Force is female. No, it fucking isn't. You don't understand. If you say the Force is female, then you don't even understand the philosophy of the Force. That means the entire Empire Strikes Back Yoda scenes, which are based in actual Eastern philosophy and religion, went completely over your heads. It means you don't understand the whole thing about balance. It's not.
Oh, this just came up today. By the way. I don't know if you can explain more on this, Doc or Tyro, but I heard that because there's so many more things coming out about Rise of Skywalker that are just so scary.
Mm-hmm.
But
what do you mean?
Today it came out that supposedly something in Rise of Skywalker will be directly retconning something in Empire Strikes Back.
They're retconning the part where Yoda says, when Yoda says there is another one, they're retconning it to mean Rey.
Fuck what? That.
What? But Rey didn't exist.
I'm gonna have so much fun with this movie, dude. It's gonna be horrible. Dude,
I'm gonna pirate the shit out of it. Encourage everybody else to pirate the shit out of it, because
I don't know.
The line must be drawn here.
I might have to get
no farther.
I might have to get really fucking wasted and go see it in the theater, just so just so I can laugh and just shit on it the whole time. I mean the whole thing with the
I have to see it in theaters. I have to.
Well, but the whole thing with the Emperor coming back as a clone. That the Darth Vader killed the Emperor's clone.
Darth Vader
so bad. I have to see it.
Darth Vader killing the Emperor's clone. I can live with that. Okay, I can live with that.
No, you can't. Don't lie about
hold on. I can live with that if that was the twist in Force Awakens. If that was the twist in Force Awakens, that would have been fine. Because it's like, okay, because we've established that clones exist, we've established the Emperor can see things, and he's a very cautious man.
I can see where you're coming from with that, where, I'll be fair, I still wouldn't have been on board if they introduced it in Episode 7, but I can see where you're coming from with, at least if they announced out the gate where they're going with this.
Yeah. At least it is, because right now it's a Hail Mary. So everything
I still hate it. I would still hate it.
I hate it. I hate this movie.
And come on, he's been collecting Star Destroyers in fucking hyperspace and hiding them there.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it's like, what have you been doing for the last 40 years? You're a little late to the party, pal.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, the last one that I heard was that the Emperor with the what do you call them now? They're not the rebel forces anymore.
The
what are you talking about?
The resistance.
Yeah, okay, the resistance. Okay,
they're actually the rebellion, but whatever.
They start to come into contact with the Emperor's forces. He literally casts force lightning in space and disables all of the rebellion ships.
Oh yeah, that's the most recent leak. Yeah.
And then the whole thing with
oh god, I gotta see this.
And then when Rey goes to fight the Emperor, all of a sudden, all of the Jedi Force ghosts from the past filter and flow into her to give her the power to wipe out the Emperor.
Oh, I'm okay with that actually, but I mean, Force Ghost.
No, you're not. Stop the
power. That's no. I'm not saying. Hold on. When I say I'm okay with that, I don't mean that I like it. I'm saying like
it could be worse.
Okay, there's worse things, but it's still gonna suck because they're not gonna set it up right.
Movie.
No, it's a standard anime power up trope. You know, the ghosts of my forefathers led me straight. Okay. But it's gonna still suck. It still makes her a Mary Sue. It's not like she has a character arc that makes her earn the power. That's the part that makes it stupid. Like having the ghost realize and okay, we got to balance the force and we're going to power her up. That's not the problem.
In the context of what they're trying to do, like none of it works. And when I was on Trippy's stream the other day, and it was like right after I watched the second episode of Mandalorian, and I just straight up told him, I'm like. He was like, how's the Mandalorian? I'm like, I'm not a Star Wars fan anymore. I'm with Nerdrotic. I'm with Gary on this now. I'm not a Star Wars fan anymore. It's done. Like, everything's gay and stupid now, and I'm just watching it burn. I got my episode 1 through episode 6. I got my Clone Wars series. I prefer the 2D one, but you could take the 3D. And then I got video games that'll explore the world. Yeah, even though I don't like the Disney, like Jedi Fallen Order, I heard is good. I don't care because
same here. Yeah.
Because any reminder that I'm in a Disney Star Wars universe literally makes me want to throw up now. I'm done with it. Like I'm not a Star Wars fan anymore. It's gay and stupid and old. If I ever have kids, I'll raise them on episodes 1 through 6, and that's the Bible.
Oh, dude,
that's it.
I sincerely am waiting for Hishi to come out with their take on it because how it should have ended. They've been firing on all cylinders.
Oh yeah, they're really good. But yeah, Zell, you're not the only. My mom, who is older than anyone here, has been a Star Wars fan longer than I've been alive. You know, because I was born after the first movie. She's what got me into Star Wars, got me into Star Trek, got me into sci-fi. She's done with Star Wars. After Last Jedi, she's like, no, I'm done. We're over. I mean, she didn't like Force Awakens that much, but she was still willing to give it a chance. Well, it was like, okay, what are they going to do with it? And then Last Jedi, it's like, no. I mean, we watched Solo. We you know, she was okay with Rogue One, okay with it, kind of lukewarm towards it, but it was like, all right. You know, she liked Alan Tudyk's Android. She thought it was funny.
Honestly, I'm gonna say something very controversial. But I've watched all the Disney Star Wars stuff now up until now, and after everything they've done. The thing that I enjoyed most out of what they've made was Solo. I swear to God.
I've heard lots of people say that.
Solo, I don't know.
It was a good time. The only thing that ruined it was that I was reminded that was Han Solo, and I'm like, no, it's not Han Solo. If they had just made those original characters, it was a good, fun sci-fi trip. Yeah, that's the way you should have gone.
Yeah, it's a good heist movie. It's not a terrible. I won't say good. It's not good. It's an okay. It's an okay. Ron Howard heist movie.
Woody Harrelson.
It's a guilty pleasure. It's a guilty pleasure because to me, honestly, Solo was like as far as its look and its sound, it was to me the closest thing to making me feel like I was in Star Wars. And it was like we're gonna do a heist, and it was like if these were all original characters, this would have been the greatest direction you guys could have gone.
By the way, I'm going to no context tweet. This is how far back I go. I still have this. And what this picture is, it is this is a long time ago, people. So back in 1977, you could buy a program for the movie you were getting ready to watch. I still have my original Star Wars program that I bought for $1, and I read it online and waited until we could get into the theater. There's some interesting things too, because they got a few things wrong in it.
That's neat. That's probably worth money, dude.
I don't know if it's worth money, but I've got that.
Probably. Oh my god, that's worth money.
I can't imagine there are very many of those that
Well,
survive.
well, I've got that one, and I've got Raiders of the Lost Ark program when it came out.
Oh yeah. Make sure, are those like preserved? Are they in like the comic book bags with backing?
No, because they're too big. They don't fit in a comic book bag.
They do make things like that, but for like Life magazines. Try that.
Dude, I used to run a comic book shop. They made it just big enough to where it doesn't fit.
Oh man. Wow.
Hey, can I ask you guys a question?
Maybe.
Actually, you know what? Can I throw out a possible panel question if that's okay with the Great Doc?
Panel away, good Zell.
Okay, I was gonna make this like a what if them or them, like an A and B choice thing, but I'll just leave it open ended. You can't choose. Obviously, you can't choose Star Wars going back to its original Lucasfilm entity. Lucasfilm being separated from Disney, because that's out of the question. Let's say that we're in some weird universe where I hope to God this is the timeline where Disney Plus fails. And Disney's like fucked, and they have to sell something, and they're like, "We are fucking up Star Wars. No one's buying it. Let's sell Star Wars." We'll go around the panel. Who, production company wise, who would you want Star Wars to be in the hands of, or even if you just choose an individual, it's got to be outside of Disney, which I know is tough.
Okay, Lowe's got an answer right away.
Okay,
here you go.
Nintendo.
Who?
You say it for me if they can hear me.
Oh, here. Let me turn the mic around.
Nintendo.
That's not the worst answer ever. That's I wouldn't have thought of that one, but yes, yeah, sure, yes.
Let's see. I will go with if they could sell it to anybody. Game Freak. Yeah, no, not Game Freak. Good Lord, no. Oh man, I would go with. Let's see, someone with creative vision who. Oh no, I know. I would sell it to J. Michael Straczynski, the guy who made Babylon 5. I would have.
Okay.
He would own. He gets to own Star Wars. He gets to play in that universe. He gets to remake it. He's from the ground up with his own thing because the dude can make epic sci-fi. I mean, Babylon 5 is still arguably the greatest science fiction TV show.
Can I ask, when you say remake, do you mean remake starting from 7 Up? 7 Up. But 7 on it up?
I think if Straczynski had full control of Star Wars, I think he would have the respect to say, okay, classic Star Wars is classic Star Wars. Let's do something new. Well, he might.
Okay.
He would
time jump. He would do something.
Dude, he would make Rey a transgender.
No.
Yes, he would.
More. Oh man!
Apparently,
did you just sell Star Wars to a super lefty? Is that what Doc's telling you?
Apparently, you didn't watch the TV series Sense8. And by the way,
yeah, but
good morning, and good morning, gaming and yelling.
What's up?
I'm having fun. Did you have fun today? Meh.
I'm more frustrated with OBS. I've been trying to work around it and trying to fix it, and nope, doesn't want to fucking listen.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's a my way or the highway thing.
Well, there's a fucking option that you could click so a pop up will stop showing up.
Yeah.
I did that like 30 fucking billion times, but piece of shit OBS doesn't want to fucking listen. So I'm like, okay,
Hi, gaming. I love you.
Fuck off.
Now be quiet because we're doing a panel thing.
Well,
what has this guy done recently?
J. Michael Straczynski, the last thing that he did was Sense8, but he did write the first Thor movie.
Yeah. He did a very good run on Thor. Lowe really likes his work on Thor. He did a run on Spider-Man, somewhat controversial. I enjoyed it. He introduced several elements that I liked. What?
He shit all over Spider-Man. That was bad. That was a bad run.
Come on. The very first issue where he brings up the idea of, hey, was it the radiation that gave you your powers, or was it the spider? As soon as he says, hey, let's play around the idea of Spider-Man as not just a product of science, like the X-Men are, with mutations, but let's play around with him as a combination of radioactivity with, like, totem power. Make him more of a Doctor Strange. Put him more in the Ditko vein of the weird and the mystical.
Oh,
that was, to me, that was good. That was a great idea.
Wait a minute, I got a word for that. Boo!
Oh,
I didn't like it at all. I'm like, this is just
okay.
You know, because basically what he was doing was separating the childhood fantasy. Because the whole thing about Spider-Man is you're a little kid, you're reading this book. Hey, maybe if I get bit by a radioactive spider, I can have Spider-Man powers too. You know, he was kind of distancing the relationship with what made Spider-Man so genuine.
All right, I see your argument on that one. I liked his run on Spider. His run on Thor was, I think, a lot more solid.
Yeah.
But then, of course, he left because the editors fucked him over because, well, yeah, that's what Quesada was doing back then, is fucking over all the writers.
Yeah, because writers you'll find in any place. And I'm not saying that just because I am one, but since I've had it happen to me, you're the lowest on the fucking totem pole. Oh, well, you wrote this thing. Well, you're not as important as the people who are going to act it. And you're certainly not as important as the people who are going to produce it, nor the people who are going to direct it. And it's like, okay, well, I guess we suck then. Pay me more.
Oh, all right. Now, if I was going to give it to someone who's been more active recently, and so Straczynski would just be like, I would give it to Babylon 5 Straczynski, as opposed to his recent stuff. I think he has lost his edge to a degree. Oh God, I'm horrible at names. It's not Benicio del Toro, I don't think.
Guillermo.
It's Guillermo, yeah. I would love to see what Guillermo would do.
My God,
with Star Wars.
Cthulian Star Wars.
That was a good pick. I was thinking of him.
I would pay a ticket to go see a Cthulian Star Wars movie.
Yeah. My pick is very very close to him, which is odd, but yeah.
Gaming. If Disney was going to sell off the Star Wars franchise, who would you want to buy it? Who would bring it back?
I don't know. I'm not good with directors, but I mean,
or a production company, but just something that's not Disney, something that you think would take care of it.
Give it to what do you call that, Lionhead or whatever that company
Lionhead
is?
Studio or
and make it into a fucking
Lionsgate
and fucking make it into a what's that fucking Star Wars Saw title? Make it all fucking retarded. They can't make it war.
Wait, does Eli Roth work with Lionsgate? Is that
he has? I think his last one.
I think Star Wars Hostel.
Well, I think his last one was. I think his last one was with Blumhouse, though.
Oh, dude, But see, that's what's so cool about Guillermo del Toro as a pick is Guillermo del Toro. Like, again, you're not choosing somebody that's creating all of the next Star Wars stuff. You're just choosing someone who can handle it. So I'm sure he'd probably direct one or two entries and then also hand off things to friends and create plans. And the ones that he'd have his hands in, though, that he would direct, I would imagine they'd have some sort of horror element to it. And if you think about it, we've never seen that in Star Wars, a horror element or even a horror movie in Star Wars. There's got to be like terrifying monsters out there that have, like, you know what I mean, like hunted people down. And
have you seen George Lucas?
Sarlacc.
Yeah.
The Sarlacc was pretty horrifying. It keeps you alive for thousands of years as it slowly digests you in its belly.
Well,
and you are suffering every moment.
Yeah. Well, and they were talking about, remember when the Millennium Falcon landed in the asteroid field in Empire, that they were actually like in the belly of a beast.
Oh yeah, that was actually probably the most like horror kind of thing that happened in the original trilogy, because I remember like that always scared me a little bit as a kid.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, oh shit.
Well, in the theater, the whole theater went, whoa, because they didn't expect.
Well, yeah, that was. Oh yeah, that was probably like a great little twist.
God, I can't think of anybody who would be competent enough to get another movie off the ground, except for, what if he just sold it back to George Lucas? Let Lucas take it back. He did fucking outlines for 7, 8, and 9. I would like to see Lucas go,
okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and make the movies like I wanted them to be made.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, I guess you could.
saw
I guess
the
you could
fucked
go.
up shit he did from the fucking the prequels.
Oh,
He
dude,
could've been
I'm
all,
pining
like,
for the days of
dead,
the
and
prequels
then-
now.
And then people were still like, he's butthurt. He is absolutely butthurt that everybody rejected his new shitty style of movies. He's
Oh,
still
no.
butthurt.
No,
He
no.
will never do another Star Wars. He
Hold
fucking
on.
said it.
He was butthurt, and I'm sure he's still upset to this day about what did happen. But
Of course he is. He still
But
is.
no, hold on. But you have to understand, the guy is like glowing right now because what's been coming his way especially ever since the fucking Last Jedi came out, what's been coming his way is a new fan appreciation.
So do you follow along with the conspiracy theory that they made this last trilogy so bad to make George Lucas look good?
No.
I love that conspiracy theory, though.
Yeah, just too complicated a conspiracy. I guess you could choose having George Lucas buy it back, which, again, to me, that would be the best way to go, because I don't think he would necessarily direct them, but he'd be a lot smarter with his role, especially because he's like so old. He'd probably just oversee it, which is fine. That's where he needs to be.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
And I've read basic plot synopsis of his 7, 8, and 9, and I would go see those movies.
Yeah, it's not bad. It tackles stuff with the wills.
Star Wars is fucking dead. Just let it fucking die.
It is dead, but we can talk about a dead person.
Why? Fucking dead. Move on.
Because my mom was a wonderful person. My dad, not so much.
Yeah.
But they're gone. Move on. It's over.
My pick, though, if I couldn't go with Lucasfilm or Lucas or anything with Disney, my pick was, and this is why it's so close to Guillermo del Toro, mine was Peter Jackson.
Ooh. That might be interesting.
But
so long as he can press his, so long as you get Lord of the Rings Jackson and not Hobbit Jackson.
If we can curb his long-winded as fuckness.
Yeah, basically.
Well, to be fair, okay, I'm someone who hates the Hobbit trilogy.
Oh no, it sucks.
I think
it sucks.
I think it's a horrid waste of time, and it looks disgusting, and it's just awful. It's just awful to look at.
Dude, I'll take the animated Hobbit because
being said,
at least it had music in it.
That being said, I care about understanding why something came out the way it was. Okay, now the Hobbit trilogy came out the way it did because Peter Jackson, and you could be like, well, he shouldn't have put himself in that position, blah blah blah, but he wanted to really save, or at least try to save, something that was like gonna be fucked. He was put in a position where he had like less than a year's time to get prepped for a 3 movie at once shoot. It was just so much. pressure. And if you look at the behind the scenes for the Lord of the Rings movies, where they did have planning and they did technically on paper have time, he still looked like he was dying, literally dying from doing all that shit. So with the Star Wars thing, I think if he just, had the kind of Lord of the Rings time that he had and was more so overseeing it instead of directly directing any of the stuff, I think it would be brilliant.
Well, anybody.
You know what? You know what I think? I think we should start discussing again about rice. I still think white rice is best rice.
Fuck you.
I agree.
White rice is delicious, and fuck all the rest of the rices.
Yes, white rice is best. Yes. Well, now, waifu, by the way, has turned me on. There's a new thing with rice, or at least new to me.
Yes,
really, we're going here.
Rice.
We're going here. God damn. Okay, go ahead.
What?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I'm going to bed, guys.
Okay, so in Japan, they have this like canister of like flavoring that you can pour onto the rice, and it gives it like instant flavor. So there's like one with like dried egg and seaweed. It's really good. Like you put it on the rice kind of moisturizes it, gives it a little bit of water. So and that rehydrates it, and it really enhances the flavor of rice. Oh, and we actually lost Zell. Okay.
Yeah. Well, because it's past his bedtime.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I did throw a note out to Kadunti because I know she's done. I don't know though. I mean, she's had access to some very potent herbage lately.
Oh dear.
Yeah. If you guys didn't hear this,
through Frozen.
Yeah. If you guys didn't hear last night, then oof.
By the way, please make sure you say hi to your waifu. I miss her. I miss that bitch.
Oh, she's right here.
Hello. Well, tell that bitch I miss her.
Hi.
I miss you, bitch.
She's right here. She's in the room with me. She's Lo is currently stateside with me. Yeah. We did. That's one reason why we've been offline because when she's
a lot of butt fucking. I get it. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Also, the internet sucks here.
And let's talk about rice. It's more entertaining than whatever fucking garbage we're talking about. Fucking Star Wars and Star Trek and fucking shitty hobbits and
talk about Pokemon.
Yeah. Now, do you think Star Trek and Star Wars should be owned by the same people so they can cross over?
No.
God, no.
No.
Fuck. Right. Whoever's idea was that he needs to be fucking shot in the face.
Hey, that is an idea since Star Wars first came out in 1977.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whose idea?
Huh?
The power
fans. That's been an idea in the fandom.
Well, all those fans can get fucking shot in the face. Allegedly. And Minecraft.
Crossing over to Star Wars universe.
Why the fuck? They're both mediocre at best by themselves. Together, it would be worse than tossing a fucking salad from a 800-pound fat asshole who hasn't fucking taken a shower in 3 months. That is not pleasant.
Well,
at least I wouldn't think it would be.
You're so angry today.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sure Addie enjoys getting salad tossed. Anyway,
no, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Yes. Let the anger flow through you.
Oh, I'm already in a bad mood. I was in a bad mood since the fucking second Streamlabs fuck up in the fucking when I turned it on this evening.
So when are you going to go see Frozen gaming? As a gay male, you are contractually obligated to go see the Frozen movies. Otherwise, you have to turn in your gay card.
Wait, you saying you said the second one's out already?
Yeah,
came out tonight.
Oh well, I you could tell how much I care about fucking movies.
It's on streaming service currently, but
allegedly
you might want to wait until it's actually not cam quality.
Well, for you to be happy and prouder, I did tell one of my slay pigs to actually buy me a copy of the movie. And in Blu-ray. Okay. So I mean, I do have the first copy, and I've seen it a few times, but I'm okay with it.
Why?
Which the original?
I
haven't watched it. I haven't watched an animated Disney movie since Emperor's New Groove.
Wow, that's a while. Now, I would recommend. I recommend the first Frozen. The first Frozen is not bad. It's overhyped, as Lo-Fi said. It got really, really huge, so a lot was said about it and overstated and overhyped.
It wasn't bad though.
No, it had I like the twist with what true love ended up meaning. The villain sucked. The villain was really the weakest part there, but the music's good and the animation's pretty good, and and the characters are pretty decent, and it's not bad. It subverts a few tropes well, and it's nice. I would say I prefer, as a film, I would say both Tangled and Moana are probably better than Frozen.
God, yes.
Moana in particular, I really like, the whole theme of discovery, and several of the songs in Moana are superior.
That's the one with the rock, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Moana and Ratatouille is the two best Disney movies.
Ratatouille's Pixar. I count them separately. I separate Pixar from Disney.
Let me rephrase that. Moana best Disney movie. Ratatouille best Pixar movie.
The Incredibles is the best Pixar movie.
Yeah. Incredibles, hands down, amazing.
I thought Ratatouille was Disney.
Ratatouille's good. Don't get me wrong. There aren't very many bad Pixars.
It's one of the best ones.
Yes, I agree on that.
No, my favorite. No, my favorite. My favorite Disney animated is still Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
and it's even better. It's even better on acid.
My all-time favorite.
Allegedly.
My all-time favorite is still Aladdin.
Aladdin is very good.
Aladdin's very good. I mean, as a kid, it was funny. As a kid, I liked Aladdin more than Beauty and the Beast. As I've gotten older, I like Beauty and the Beast more.
Aladdin 2 sucked, but Aladdin 3 wasn't that bad.
No, yeah, we get it. Well, the Aladdin 3 was the conclusion to not only the movie series but also the TV series.
Well, and they got Robin Williams back instead of the guy who did Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Dan Castellaneta did the genie in the second one.
Yeah, he did this in the second one and the TV series. Yeah.
What are you doing?
He did his best Robin Williams impression.
By the way, Doc, the audience has spoken. They want more rice.
Oh, really? Okay, all right. Let's see.
I'm sorry, Doc. I mean, you have to obey the populace. I mean, you want to say populace, you have to. You have to listen to
all hail rice supremacy.
Rice supremacy, yeah, white rice supremacy. Yeah, we are white rice supremacists here. So Lo has been experimenting with new rice pudding recipes, and that's been really good. So what she did last time? So Lo-Fi makes amazing rice pudding. It's the tastiest thing ever. So last time she used milk. This time I convinced her to upgrade to half and half plus milk. So she's been using a 1 part half and half, 1 part milk base for the rice pudding, and yeah, it boosts the creaminess. Now I'm trying to convince her to go with like whipping cream or heavy cream to see if that will further kick it up a notch, or if there's like a limit, like if there's a point where you can go too far. Because I don't know, and I want to find out.
How she hasn't killed you is beyond me, but God bless her soul, because she is putting up with you so much.
I will try.
And have you made a arroz con leche though? I mean, you have to make
a what?
You have arroz con leche.
Rice and milk?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know Mexican dishes that well, and well, Lo has an excuse for not knowing Mexican dishes.
Lo, fucking Google that right away and fucking make it. You'll never gonna regret that. It's fucking
DM me a
delicious.
link to the recipe and I'll pass it on.
Just fucking Google it. Arroz con leche. Now
I don't know how to spell your weird Spanish lingo stuff.
Just type in rice and milk. Mexican.
Oh, okay.
There.
All right. I think she's doing it right now.
God damn it.
I don't.
What? I'm Texan. I'm allowed to be racist to Mexican.
Rice and
We're
milk,
full of you guys.
Okay.
In the bad way. Man. Yeah.
That's not what Lo say.
No.
Arroz con leche.
Yeah, she's looking it up right now. So maybe I'll have that here. But yeah, no. Where I've really been pushing it is with Frozen. So Lo has a humongous Frozen collection now. She's wearing a night shirt right now. Tomorrow, so tonight we just went to the midnight release, and that was fine. I got her the Cinemark exclusive Anna Funko Pop. So she now owns 2 Funko Pops. She's got the Hot Topic exclusive Elsa and the Cinemark exclusive Anna. She's got an Elsa doll. Let's see if I can describe it. I'll take a photo of these sometime. She has multiple gotchas. We're going to do a video where she's like going to unbox all the different Frozen gotchas. They're like little spheres of vinyl figures. There's snow globes. There's little scrunchies. There's like little other things. I got her a Frozen candy cane.
Lo-fi.
Yeah.
Tranny fag.
What?
You're saying you're a tranny fag.
I don't like Frozen.
Yeah. We also got her a picture frame. It actually is it's got Elsa and Anna on either side looking very lesbians at each other.
Ew.
Yeah. So, no. She has a massive Frozen collection now. She has an Olaf plushie and a Sven plushie.
I hate Olaf.
Yeah, she hates Olaf. That's why I got her Olaf leggings. So tomorrow, and here's the thing with Frozen 2, we're not seeing it once, we're seeing it twice because I bought the tickets in advance. So I got the midnight screening with the D-Box, and tomorrow we're going to a one of those dine-in cinemas, and we're going to have dinner and a movie with a theater packed full of people. I loaded every single extra, including activities and extra gifts and stuff, onto it. She's going to be wearing an Elsa t-shirt and Olaf leggings. She's going to have the Olaf plushie. She's going to be going in there looking like basically the #1 Frozen fangirl on the planet into a theater full of other people who are probably also Frozen fan people.
I want to murder you both right now so bad right now.
Yeah, I've convinced.
On Minecraft, allegedly. But I want the biggest pickaxe and just fucking.
I've convinced
murder you both. I really hate you now, both of you.
Why do I have to die?
Oh, why does Lo have to die for my prank?
I don't know. She's your woman. She needs to die too.
Oh no!
Allegedly, in Minecraft.
Yeah, but what if she's pregnant? You wouldn't kill a pregnant lady.
The fuck I would.
Oh dear.
Sacrifices must be made.
For the greater good.
Yes. My goal is to make Lo-Fi love Frozen through Stockholm Syndrome, which makes sense because, Stockholm is the capital of Denmark.
I want you to die so bad.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Gaming.
I'm with
Yes, Addy.
Tell me more.
You're dying right now, hon. I am just a bit of smidgens of death towards you would be against me.
Oh dear.
By the way, good morning, Sir Adamantine.
Hi, Doc. Hey, Gaming. Tell me more about this rice and milk. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. What kind of rice do you use?
You just use
my recipe.
You just use white rice, and you use I think it's evaporated milk or condensed milk.
Condensed milk.
Ooh, nice. I like this.
And then you cook it both, and then once it's almost done, you add both milks, and if you even like regular milk, to make it. You could eat it 2 different ways. Either you can let it suck up the rice, the entire milk, and eat it almost like a pudding, or you could make it liquidy, and it's
like
just,
a porridge.
And it's extremely fucking delicious, and it's like retardedly easy to make.
It's retardedly close to the Danish recipe.
I think
take that into a porridge or a pudding.
Yeah, it sounds actually very similar to what she's been making me. The only difference is using the condensed and evaporated, which is now. So I love condensed.
And both, of course, both of them are fucking sweet. So they make the rice milk extremely sweet, and it's fucking delicious.
That's awesome. No, I like that. We'll probably try it. Oh, that's another bit of rice news. So good news, everyone. Another bit of rice news, rice update. So one of the things I had complained about months and months ago is that all you could get these days were these 20-pound bags of rice. So like way back in my childhood when we went to the big box stores, because the 3 big box stores, you got BJ's, Costco, and Sam's Club. Well, we used to go to BJ's, and which stands for Berkeley Jensen, not blowjob. But they used to be able to get like 40-pound bags of rice, and they stopped carrying them. So you had to switch to like 20-pound bags from like the Chinese supermarket. Finally found a Chinese supermarket in the area. They've got 50-pound bags of rice, and they're in pretty decent bags. It's the Nishiki brand. They've got 50-pound bags, so I can finally get my rice in the bulk I need. So a couple of those bags should last me about, 2 50-pound bags will last me about a month, maybe a month and a half. So it's yes, and it's cheaper because the 20-pound bags cost, I think, like $18, but the 50-pound bag only costs $28, which is way less than half, less than like 2 or 3 bags of the 2 bags of the other thing. So it's like great, more rice, less money. I love it.
Hi, James. And by the way, chat and this channel, you're all welcome. I brought rice back, and I made the channel so much better. You're welcome, Doc Griffin. You're welcome, everybody
I've
else.
so lost the will to live. By the way, good morning, W.R. Colston, and good morning, Rackus News.
Well, Lo-Fi has lost the will to live because she has to see Frozen 2 again.
Well, I have to thank you, Doc, because your stream tonight has made me institute a new rule on my channel.
Oh, yeah?
Any Disney property is forever banned from being discussed, ever. I will boot the first person who mentions something they own.
That's probably a good rule. I can't disagree with that.
Even if they're talking about the Black Cauldron?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's like
it's a pretty good, dark, very, very dark movie.
It is it's Disney's biggest animated failure ever.
But that was a good movie, though.
Yeah, but it lost a shit ton of money.
In all seriousness, I don't think I've ever watched a proper Disney movie in my life that I can recall.
You gotta watch Aladdin with me, Addy.
No,
you'll never have a friend like me.
No, I remember being 5 years old and thinking the idea of Disney movies were pukey.
Wow.
My opinion hasn't changed.
Okay, hold on. So, Addy, since you know what I would do for you, I wouldn't go with the classic Disney films or the ones from the Renaissance like Mermaid or Aladdin. I would have you watch like the Robin Hood, which was with where Robin Hood's a fox and it's got Baloo from Jungle Book in there. Or I would have you do Great Mouse Detective. I think you might like Great Mouse Detective with Basil and stuff, and there's like Sherlock Holmes and theme stuff like that. That sounds like something you might enjoy.
I think I need to no context tweet. The movie made by the studio Wood Rocket called Aladdin.
Oh my
God, Doc.
Yes, there is an Aladdin porno movie.
A good movie would be like The Jungle Book. That's a really good music, good movie.
Well, you gotta like any movie that's got Louis Prima in it. He was the Monkey King.
Louis.
Oh, right.
Louis Prima was the Monkey King.
And The Little Mermaid was amazing because fucking Ursula is my waifu right there. I fucking love Ursula.
Top notch.
No, Lion King is one I need to rewatch it. Now that I know it's Hamlet, Disney Hamlet, I need to rewatch it. I didn't like it when it first came out. I don't know. I don't remember why, but I didn't like it. But yeah, okay. So Monkey King in Jungle Book was voiced by Louis Prima.
Yeah.
When they used the character in Tailspin, they named him Louis. So that was clearly an homage. Okay,
yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that was a tip of the cap.
Okay, cool. All right.
Just a tip.
Just a tip.
Darkwing Duck.
Oh, do you like how they took the DuckTales? They got the new DuckTales.
DuckTales is fucking great.
Yeah, well, they've expanded it beyond just the original source material of the comics because they were adapting the comics. Now they're actually putting in. They've got Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Rescue Rangers, Goof Troop, even are all now like canonical to the DuckTales universe. They have a literal DuckTales universe all in the show with all the classic Disney afternoon people in there.
I've seen the cartoon like pictures of it, and I fucking hate how the fucking triplets look like with giant fat circular heads. They look fucking gross to me.
You don't like how Huey, Dewey, and Louie look?
I fucking hate. I think they look so fucking creepy. They literally creep me out. They look so ugly.
And I think it's generally legitimately a good show.
I thought it was okay. I like David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck. I thought that like he gets to use his native Scottish accent, which is fantastic.
Never seen the show. Just like I said, what I've seen the pictures of the fucking three ducks. I think they look so fucking ugly that I refuse to watch that shit.
Okay, I mean, I guess the style, it's based on the old comic. I think that's where they get the style from. I can understand not liking the old style, I guess, but I think it's fine.
It's funny and it's well written, and it feels like DuckTales.
Yeah, and they even have like bits of tragedy to it because you find out like Donald Duck had a wife and she died. It's like, wow, okay.
You find out how he lost his voice and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, alcohol.
You even hear how he sounds when he has his voice. It's awesome. Alfred died in that. His butler died in that show.
He did?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, that's why he's not. Oh, I like the butler.
No, he's dead. They find his ghost.
Whoa.
Yeah,
okay.
He's fucking dead.
That one I didn't know. I've only watched the pilot. I need to watch more of it.
It's really good. No, there's a lot of dead people in that show.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
Well, good job, Lo-Fi. We're fucking the show for other people who haven't seen it yet. Fuck, Lo-Fi. Fuck.
Well, I mean, because I watched the pilot and I was wondering because you have the maid and her daughter. They changed the maid a bit. The maid is more buff and action oriented, but you don't see the butler, and the butler is from the original 1980s DuckTales. The butler features fairly prominently in the episodes. I was like, "Where's the butler? Oh, he's dead. Wow. Okay." So they were just like, "Yeah, let's take this side character and kill him."
Yeah, he died.
Woo. Okay.
Donald's wife died. Donald lost his voice.
Yeah. We also get more of the Donald Duck family tree, and what some enthusiasts have pointed out is the family tree of Donald Duck they use in DuckTales is canonical, is based on the actual family tree.
Disconnected. By the way, I did put up a no context tweet just for you, Tyro.
Oh, okay. I'm not on Twitter right now, so I'm not seeing her. Apparently, Twitter doesn't like it when you talk smack about Zoe Quinn.
Well, hundreds of people are at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen her nudes. We have every right to talk smack about her.
Yeah.
Because that's, yeah. What's the old Forrest Gump saying? Skanky is as Skanky does.
Yeah, indeed.
If she were triplets, then she'd be ho ho ho.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, the other thing I've been up to is I finally have a Pokemon game. So Waifu took Pokemon Sword, I took Pokemon Shield. Finally started it. I'm trying to do the video game commentary thing, like making jokes and stuff. It's a lot harder than it looks. I'm finding out. Wow. I'm now actually more impressed by folks like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye because being able to churn out amusing commentary on a consistent basis is actually really hard. I'm finding. So
Jax
could also because I'm very rusty at making any kind of content.
It's tough, but that's why sometimes I need a break in between streams because it's really tough to be funny. Tough to
and Tyro, you're forgetting the number one part. You have to be funny.
Well, there's that too.
Timing counts. It does.
No comments.
God, I had a chance to interact with Jacksepticeye about almost 2 years ago. We were trying to get him to do a creepypasta reading for a website, and I wrote one specifically for him. And it was funny because he came back with I don't sound like this. It's like, bitch, if you don't sound like that, you certainly do. Because, you know, I did one for, God, what's his name? I Hate Everything.
Alex from I Hate Everything.
Yeah. I wrote one for him. He's like, I really want to do this. This is awesome. And that fucking never happened. And it's funny, too, because I wrote it based on a very, very old ghost story that was from right around where he lives in the UK. And he's like, I know this story. I know this story. I'm like, yeah. He's like, this is kind of better. Because, you know, it's like when the British do horror stories, they just kind of run out of gas at the end of them. It's like, oh yeah, and the ghost killed him. The end. Like, are you kidding me? For fuck's sake. But yeah, I'm sad that didn't happen. We tried to get Marky to come back, and I even went to the point of there was some video convention that he went to, and one of the people who were fans of the website was going to go to a meeting, and I had her phone number, and I'm like, listen, when you get up there, you know, tell him, you know, the website would love to get him back to do another creepypasta. And she came up and left the phone on. And she's like, yeah, you know, such and such site would love to get you back on to do the to do another creepypasta. And he goes, oh, yeah, no. And that was it. So apparently he didn't have a good experience with the first one. I had no clue.
Yeah.
But
yeah. On the Pokemon game though, so Lo-Fi loves it. Greatest game. She agrees. You know, it features her favorite Pokemon, Charizard. She even went so far as to make 6 Charmanders just for me. Yeah,
what?
Okay.
Did she?
I mean, we all know the best Pokemon ever is Weezing and coughing. I don't know what she's talking about.
Nah, Jigglypuff.
That too.
I am of course joking. It's according to her, it's pretty much. Is it the worst Pokemon game ever, or like the second worst?
It's the worst mainline Pokemon game I've ever played, and
Yeah.
I played all of the mainline Pokemon.
Yeah, the worst mainline Pokemon title to date, according to her. Of course, it's my first, so I've got nowhere else to go but up from here, so that's good.
Wait, what is it?
The Pokemon?
No, I mean, what version?
Oh, Sword and Shield.
Okay.
Yeah, Sword and Shield is the worst mainline, but it's also my first. So.
Hey, Addy, what's your favorite Pokemon game?
I'm an adult.
I had fun.
Well, did you ever own a Game Boy, Addy?
Were you ever a child?
Addy's favorite Pokemon is Pokefag. That's his favorite Pokemon.
I mean
I've always hated video games.
I mean, you're around my age, so you even as a kid, you probably would have owned an 8-bit Nintendo.
I never owned any. I played some with friends. I found them instantly boring, and fun shouldn't be work. Video games are work.
Wait, so you never even? I mean, well, you are. Yeah, you're a little bit older than me, so you may have had the Atari. You may have gone Atari rather than Nintendo.
Stop poking.
That was before I was born.
Stop poking the line.
Oh wait, are you older or younger than me, Addy?
36.
Okay, so you're younger. Okay, yeah. So yeah, 8-bit Nintendo. You would have had the early PC games. I mean, I'm surprised your parents didn't just say, "Hey, here's an 8-bit Nintendo system or a 16-bit Nintendo. Go play, kid." I mean, that's
No one would say a 16-bit game or system back then.
I mean, parents bought their kids Super Nintendos as Christmas gifts. That was
and they would call it a Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
about it.
whatever. Here's your video gaming rig machine, son. Like, go play that. Whatever it's called. I don't know.
I have. I simply have to put up more pictures of a lad dick now.
Oh boy.
God.
Is the Jasmine hot?
I just put up a picture of. Apparently, they turned the black man into the genie, of course, and he's singing the song "The Prince of Pussy."
Ah.
And Jasmine is looking on.
Okay. Is the Jasmine attractive? Did they get an attractive actress to play her?
She looks meh. No, she's not that pretty.
Oh darn.
No, it's like who can we find that's kind of ethnic? And it's like, fuck it, just put a black wig on her.
Phooey. Now, see if Mia Khalifa was still doing porn, she would make a great Jasmine in the porn parody.
Do I know who Mia Khalifa is?
She did porn for like 3 months.
Yeah, she's a Middle Eastern porn. No, look her up.
She was a porn.
Yeah, she was a former porn actress. She retired because the industry screwed her over. Haha.
Yeah, she was porn actress for 3 months.
She was super popular in the time.
In those 3 months.
Yeah.
Like insanely popular, and then she left.
Yeah, she had a banging body. She had glasses, which got my eye. But yeah, she got out because she was not making a lot of money.
Well, the librarian thing is still kind of hot.
Always. Librarians and teachers are always hot.
I don't know. Those do look like some very fake boobies.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
Okay, all I care is to see the genie naked, dude. Start sending the genie naked. The genie better get naked.
Wait a minute. Here's
pissed off.
Okay, here is the picture. I think at the very moment when Mia Khalifa was like, "I'm not going to do this shit anymore," I think I found the picture.
Oh boy.
I don't. Okay, I'll see if I can find the genie naked.
She just looks mad.
She looks like, I am not sucking this dick. I can do something else. I can go back to school. Is there an actual naked genie?
She also stopped because she wanted to mend her relationship with her parents a little bit.
Oh.
Oh.
So wait, so did Mia Khalifa do porn for the same reason Denise Crosby did Playboy?
No,
kind of as revenge on her parents?
I saw an entire video. No, she got into it more or less by accident and thought it was really fun, but then her parents found out and they disowned her. And it took a long time after for them to get on talking foot again. But she did want to reconnect with her parents.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a YouTuber made a video about why the fuck was Mia Khalifa popular for 3 months.
They're not showing the dude. This is just
or the video something like people think she was in porn for a long time, but it was only like 3 months, and people were
Yeah.
They're showing Jasmine and whoever that other guy fucking, but they're not showing a naked genie at all.
Very disappointed.
Yeah, because okay, here's how my OCD brain works. I'm like, did they spend the time to figure out what type of blue makeup they could put on his dick to where it didn't rub off while he was fucking?
And now I'm picturing do you know when I say Homestuck cosplayers, do you know what I mean?
Nope.
Like, oh, phooey. So Homestuck's a webcomic. There are characters in it who are gray. So one thing with people who dress up as the Homestuck trolls use gray body paint. So now I'm picturing them trying to figure out how to put gray body paint on their dicks or genital areas.
Well,
couldn't be too hard.
Well, see, I got fascinated with it just because of when China played She-Hulk in the porn parodies.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, they did not find makeup that would keep her vag green. But it was funny. The people who were fucking her, how cheap the production was. Apparently, it had the ability to turn their dick and faces green.
Yeah, they didn't use a fastener. When you use body paint, there's an additional spray or something that will keep the color from rubbing off like that.
You can actually use like hairspray, but I think
Oh,
that
really?
would be a bad thing. Like if you go back to Wizard of Oz, they got sick because they were using that silver makeup on the Tin Woodsman.
Yeah, he was allergic to it, I think, right?
Well, yeah. Well, Buddy Epson was originally supposed to be the guy who did it, but how they sprayed it, that silver paint actually ended up in his lungs too.
Ooh.
Yeah. What was his name? Earl? Was it Earl Haley? Who took over the role? And they came up with a completely different type of makeup. Because apparently, when you almost kill an actor, you kind of want to rethink the makeup.
Yeah. So how's the makeup? Well, it's only killed 2 people today. You think we should think up a new one? Nah, let's wait till it gets a 5 count.
Well, how's Haley? He's not dead yet. All right then, good. All right, I don't think the black guy's gonna be fucking as the genie. I'm just saying this right now.
That's no. Why would you bring a black guy onto your porncast and not have him in a scene? That's
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
I think they've got the green paint down now because there's a Guardians of the Galaxy XXX.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's a Wizard of Oz XXX where the Tin Man's fucking the witch.
Huh.
And oh wait, I have to do a freeze frame of this. Okay. Because I think people deserve to know. Apparently, green witches have what do you call them? Regular human vaginas, and Tin Woodsmen have regular human penises.
Well, that's lame.
I would expect them to use like a prosthetic penis for him, so you can have like this big like metal schlong or something. Just use like a metal dildo. There you go. Jeez, come on.
Wait a minute.
People lack imagination.
Well, if you've seen The Watchmen, like episode 3, what's her name? Laurie, Jizpazik, the second Silk Spectre. She brings a Dr. Manhattan dildo. And the thing is probably about 2 feet long and steel blue. Wait a minute, I should no context tweet a picture of that. After I no context tweet a picture of the Tin Man fucking the Wicked Witch.
I gotta go pee.
There we go. Okay.
So how drunk are you, Addy?
Oh, not at all.
Really?
I slept for 6 hours before Doc's stream started. So yeah, this
okay.
is morning for me.
Okay, there it is.
Let's see. So I've been largely unplugged for the last couple of weeks. Is anything dramatic? So Medicare lost his Patreon. Anything else wild and woolly happening out here in internet lands?
Medicare's made a few wonderful videos about how YouTube screwed him out of money too.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, I think I know one of those. I know they're going after anyone who makes content remotely possible related to children now. They're not going after, of course, the ones that are actually the targets, which is like, the Spider-Man poops in a bowl and feeds it to Elsa or whatever. They're not targeting any of those. They're going after like any American content creators, like video game people.
Well, I mean, go ahead.
I've had a theory for like 6 months or a year, and everything since then, I believe, is proving my theory correct so far. I think YouTube wants to get rid of everyone except maybe 1,000 YouTubers that are big enough to completely control. They want everyone else gone.
Hi, Abby.
Gimme.
Yeah.
No, I think they're looking forward, since RedTube failed so bad, to basically narrow it down and turn it into a subscription service like Amazon and Hulu. Fuck being able to have a free speech platform.
Thank God they leave Tim Pool alone now. I mean,
they liked him.
And yes, that was sarcasm. I hate him. I would like to beat his head till a bloody pulp.
Oh.
But he's kind of adorable.
No.
In a mongoloid way.
No, he's fat. He's fat, short, and bald, and he has the personality of cardboard, and he is a panderer.
I will agree he's wishy-washy, but what I enjoy about Tim Pool is that he's someone on the left who is slowly waking up to like, hey, the left's kind of crazy. Oh, that's bad.
He's not on the left.
No, that's why I hate him so much, is because politically speaking, he and I couldn't be farther apart. Yet I technically agree with pretty much every video he does. He knows where he gets the views, and he is completely fake.
Agreed.
And by the way, you're not a journalist when you never leave your living room.
Agreed.
But wait.
Yeah, most of his videos where he just like reads other people's news articles are like,
But wait, he did go out to the Boston protest where they stole his beanie and proved that he was bald.
We do that already. He's gone without his beanie before on his own channel.
No, he has said, and he went off on a tirade that that's part of his identity. So he can be more covert when he's out in the open.
Or you just don't like the fact that everyone knows you're bald.
Yeah. I found that short bald men are the most difficult to fucking deal with, because apparently they've had something to prove since they were really young, because they were short, and then all of a sudden when they hit puberty and found out that hair was not going to comply by staying on their heads, that they even got a bigger chip on their shoulder. No.
Yeah, I think two of the most troublesome groups in the world are short men and prematurely bald men, and he's both. So.
Yeah, I would place Karens above both of those, though. Women are categorically capable of far worse things than short bald men.
Well, let's face it, women suck.
Yeah,
and blow.
Of course, I am assuming that women are people here. So let's be fair. That's
Since when?
I think I'm still, even at my advanced age, I think I'm okay with women. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm okay with them.
I have waifu. I'm good.
By the way, I know that Kadant sometime soon wants to do a karaoke show.
Yes. When it should be when Lo is here in the States and can join it.
I would love to actually have an answer for you, but
Thanksgiving next week.
Well, Thanksgiving, Irate's going to be doing the interview with me because he figures that YouTube is just going to take the day off, so they won't like shut him down, or we won't have IRL shit to get in the way, because this is like the third or fourth time that he's tried to interview me.
Yeah.
It was funny too, because my bus was like coming back up from Knoxville, and I was stuck in Cincinnati, and I'm like, here's my number, call me, and I was like, dude, I will plug in down here, because you can also plug in on the bus while you're riding. I'm like, I will plug in. The battery on my phone sucks, but if you want to do a phone interview, we can go that way too. That's cool. And he's like, oh, I'd love to do it, but I just got suspended for a week. And I'm like, what the serious fuck?
Right now, he's working on OBS Potato, and his fucking audio is fucking hot garbage right now. He's still working on it, but he sounds like shit right now.
Yeah, I was. I think it was yesterday or day before. We were just sitting back talking about, trying to come up with some type of brilliant plan. And
Take over the world,
like we do every night, Pinky. But it did. Yeah, he was like, don't mind me. I'm just playing with my audio. And it's like, yeah, it would get to the point where I think the phrase "hot garbage" is appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll fix that, and he figures, nobody's going to be doing anything on Thanksgiving. And yeah. I'm like, well, there is football, but I don't think that really affects this neighborhood as much as it might others.
I don't think we're a big football crowd. I mean, and Lo doesn't even like soccer.
So yeah, that'll at least give me an opportunity to drink and pretend that I had a good Thanksgiving.
Oh, and Low 5?
Wife was asleep.
Son of a bitch. Make sure to whenever she tries that arroz con leche, for you guys to let me know how you guys liked it.
Okay, yeah, sure. Will do.
You automatically assume that they will like it.
Oh, they will. If not, they deserve to die again.
Yeah, well, I mean, based on the similarity to what Lo already makes based on the Danish recipe, yeah, high likelihood that we will like this one as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and if you guys like cinnamon, you definitely want to sprinkle some cinnamon on top of the
we
rice
use cinnamon and sugar on the Danish one. Right now we've got let's see, I think it's cane sugar as well. So it's like a fancy cane sugar plus McCormick cinnamon.
It really does sound like a ghetto version of rice pudding.
Well, basically, it is like rice pudding. But don't add sugar. I mean, you can, of course. You're more than welcome. But I mean, I used to, but now that I'm older, I don't like things to be like psychotically extra murdering sweet. But yeah, you could always add sugar as well.
What about using like a flavored creamer?
I will shoot you, Doc.
What?
You do not add that garbage to rice milk.
A little dulce de leche?
I will shoot you, Doc.
Yeah, well, at least the worst one I can think of is, what about pumpkin spice creamer? Yeah, that's totally ethically true to the heritage.
Oh,
right?
Man, we went to a Denny's down in Knoxville, and they're like, for an additional 49 cents, you can get 2 pumpkin spice pancakes. And I'm like, okay, definitively, this is what I don't want with my Grand Slam. Just give me regular buttermilk pancakes. Guess what I got?
No pancakes at all?
I got and I got pumpkin spice pancakes, and apparently they were cooking them next to the hash browns because there were like little pieces of hash brown in it.
Wow.
This was a restaurant that sincerely did not give a fuck. Like,
well, Denny's. I mean,
yeah. Exactly, it's Denny's. I mean, you need to adjust your expectations.
Yeah.
Well, the one Denny's that I go to, that I've been going there for like 20 years, so everybody knows me every time I walk in there. So they usually treat me good because I'm a good tipper.
Yeah, I took Lo to a Denny's. I may have told the story, but her first time here. I took Lo to a Denny's just so she could see what it is because they don't have Denny's in Denmark. So took her there, see the meme. Next day, both of us were sick, and it was like, "Yep, that's Denny's."
What the fuck? Get fucked! I've been going to Denny's for over 20 years, and I've never been sick.
Oh, dude, I was so tempted with the moons over my hammy. but
Mm-hmm.
with we felt the vibe of not giving a complete fuck, and it's like let's just all go with grand slams. You know, you can't fuck up 2 pieces of sausage, 2 pieces of bacon, 2 pancakes, and 2 eggs.
Oh, almost every restaurant fucks up bacon.
Well, I said I'd like my bacon crispy. So you know, like the little metal plate that they put on top of it to sear it and get it to cook quicker. Apparently, they only put it on half the bacon because I got like 2 pieces of bacon that half of each strip was burned. And I'm like, I guess that's crispy. And I guess you ain't getting a fucking tip. And we did not tip her at all. She was fucking horrible. We literally had to ask other waitresses as they passed by. It's like, hey, can we get some more water? Can we get some more coffee?
That sounds like Denny's. Yeah. Well, okay. To be fair, the Denny's Low and I went. The service was fine. It's just the food made us sick, which is apparently for the Central Texas area. All but one of the Denny's in Central Texas has that reputation. If you eat there, you're going to be sick the next day because the health code violations. They're not like explicit to the point where they'll shut them down, but they do stuff like the utensils they use in the kitchen for cooking are all kind of put in the same dirty dishwater, and then they just, instead of scrubbing it, they just take it out, use it. So basically everything that's cooked is cooked with dirty dishwater mixed in.
Okay, and you went there, why?
I found out about it after I ate there, and then I stopped. I didn't know about it beforehand. I wouldn't have taken her there to begin with. IHOP is consistently good.
Is Denny's slowly dying as a chain, by the way? There seem to be less of them where I live.
Yeah,
seems so.
Yeah, they're gone out of Ohio. They're done.
Yeah, Waffle House and IHOP, I think, are taking them down.
Yeah,
Waffle House is expanding, by the way. Well, there's more Waffle House popping up everywhere.
Well,
I mean, I do like Waffle House. Who doesn't like it?
Waffle House is
They're
rock
actually-
and roll.
Oh, you did take the waifu to Whataburger, right? Like,
yes, waifu has had Whataburger twice. The first time was bad. It was just that one. The second time was better.
I had only one request when I went down to Knoxville. I just want to eat at a restaurant that's not available where I live. So we went to a Pizza Inn.
I was gonna say, fuck, what's it called? Olive Garden.
No, the one I wanted to go to was Zaxby's. Because
never heard of it.
Because Zaxby's got this badass looking chicken sandwich, and I'm like, I want that. I want me some of that. And they took me to a Crystals, which is basically White Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Checkers. Oh my god, Checkers is delicious.
Well, that's up here. Up here. That's Rallies.
Yeah, well, and I love their seasoned fries. I mean, they have the best seasoned fries.
Wow.
Well, they got this thing called a chicken box, where they're little chicken chunks and then a bunch of fries. They just put all the shit together in a box for $2.
Sounds good.
It is very good. Matter of fact, there was a time when, because I would get off work at like 1:32 in the morning. That was the only. That and McDonald's were the only 2 places I knew that were open. I would consistently go there, stop, grab myself 2 chicken boxes, and then make my way home.
See, when I think chicken box, I think of a box made of chicken. So like 6 chicken patties with like a little hinge on it. So like it's an edible box so you could put things inside.
Here's I will no context tweet the Zaxby's chicken sandwich, which we did not get. I was sad because, good God, those look good.
You know what I'm more sad about, Doc?
I don't know.
Not seeing the genie stick. I'm very upset about not seeing.
Apparently, the genie facilitates people fucking, but does not actually fuck himself.
Yeah,
I'm very disappointed because he does look kind of cute though.
Yeah, you think like as a genie, like you would think they would just add a random scene where he like conjures. They do like a Bewitched parody real quick and just have him conjure the bewitched girl and they fuck, just as a little add-on.
Can your dick do this? Can your dick do that?
Yeah. Let's see. New places. New place I took waifu to recently was Texas Roadhouse.
Nice.
Got her a steak dinner. It was pretty good. We both got the 11-ounce sirloin, and it came out pretty well. It was tasty, and got a bloomin' onion from them, although they call it like a cactus flower or something like that, whatever. But it was, that was pretty good.
By the way,
we also
there's the I know Context tweeted the chicken box for you. So
awesome.
Just in case.
Also took her to Jersey Mike's a second time. She had gone there once last time, but it was a cold sandwich, and she wasn't impressed by it. I think she ended up ordering a wrap by accident. Didn't know it was a wrap. So this time, got her a Chipotle Philly cheesesteak, and she really liked that. She really liked the Chipotle Philly cheesesteak, so that worked out well.
Well, because they're actual real seasons, and she eats like ice cubes where she comes from. Big difference.
Yeah, basically. But so let's see. And we're also making plans. It may be possible for me sometime in the future to travel internationally. So I may pop out over to the continent, pop across the pond, and spend a little bit of time over in Denmark with her. Kind of reverse the script.
I would be more impressed, Tyro.
What the fuck is that?
If you could travel interracially.
Well, I already do every day. I'm multiracial, so like every day I wake up, on that tightrope between white and Asian.
Addy, what are you filling up?
A lot of coffee.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I don't know if we can count this or not, because we can hear Lo snoring.
Mm-hmm.
Does she get to join the club?
Well, she did participate in the stream and then fell asleep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll get her card.
Okay. Let me check. Make sure she's got her Breathe Right strip in.
Oh man, I want.
I think I should.
Okay, and now I want this, because this is so white trash ghetto. It's Rally's seasoned fries with cheddar cheese sauce and bacon.
That sounds good.
Oh, I'll no context tweet that too. By the way, Kadun is currently on her way home right now.
Oh, okay.
So she does not know if she's going to be able to join.
Well, it's already 5 a.m.
Yeah. Well, it's only 2 where she lives. Because she lives in that regressive part of the United States, the one where they don't.
Yeah, that area. Right. You're right. The area that nobody cares about. Full of fucking communists.
By the way, good morning to Willie Cockley. Yeah, I was gonna say, Costin in the chat asked if Jamesy existed anymore. I haven't. I've seen every so often something like a video from him, but I don't think I've seen him live stream in a while.
No. He's been so busy with work and shit, evidently.
Oh, yeah, real life. Good God.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose somebody's gotta.
I guess.
I just have this natural urge, because at my brother's house down in Knoxville, they have tons of Canadian geese flying around.
Ew.
And I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with Canadian geese. They are probably the shittiest avians ever. because not only
there are gangs of them that prowl my backyard in the summer.
Yeah, Addie has told me the horror stories about them.
Oh, I will take a tire iron to those motherfuckers. Them's be horrible. Aminals. Although not as dangerous as swans. Swans have no teeth, but their bills are ridged, and they can.
For your pleasure, Doc.
I tell you what, they chased us up on a picnic table once because we were like, oh, we'll go down and feed the regular ducks. Well, there were swans down there, and all of a sudden they're just up out of the water coming at us. And so, we took our crackers and retreated to the bench. And one of them bit into my jeans and started ripping my fucking jeans. Needless to say,
oh hell no!
Needless to say, it got punched on the top of the head and just kind of staggered away. It made me laugh. It didn't take up for the bullshit that it ripped my jean, but at least I can say that I gave a swan a concussion.
Nice. Good ending to the story.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. I don't know what the cats are doing. I got my cans on, and I can still hear them running about. So do we end now, or do we try to hold out and see if Kadan actually shows?
I don't care either way. I'm probably not gonna fall asleep yet.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't have too much as far as the news day goes, because good God, they're spending way too much time on the whole Trump treason thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is anyone buying the Trump impeachment stuff?
Mm-mm.
Of course not. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, all that's happening is the Democrats are looking more and more desperate. Is my impression.
Yeah, they need for these hearings. They need to have Calliope music continuously playing, because that's all it is. Just one big circus.
Well, it is funny. All the hearsays, non-stop hearsays. And then when they asked him direct questions like, "Have you seen him do any treasonous or any bullshit?" and they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Why? Why are you here? Like, really? Why? But whatever.
Well, it's the whole thing too with the collusion, that they're saying that Joe Biden was no part of. And he even tells a goddamn story where he's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna make these guys do it, or we're gonna withhold these funds."
Yeah. See, and the thing is, that's quid pro quo, which is Trump didn't do, because Trump never threatened to withhold anything if they did it. He was just like, "Hey, might be a good idea if you investigated corruption in your own government and see what people in the government were doing to screw with our election, like giving Hillary a fake dossier on me and the whole Russian P tapes." That was. I mean, jeez.
Hey, did you know that Golden Bonnie and Pinoid and I don't know who the other people are over in your Discord right now, gaming?
I know. I set them free. That's why I have a Discord. They can all get together and do whatever the fuck they want. As long as they don't do any drama in the actual Discord, everything's fine.
Ooh, and I don't think Pinoid's been around for at least a month or so. I haven't seen him. He might not love me no more.
I saw him send out some tweet that he went to some platform I've never heard of that will not work.
Yeah, it's a podcast thing. Something FM.
Anchor
FM. Yeah.
That sounds like a fantastic way to get no one to listen to your content.
Well, they do put it in like 5 different places, and I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I've penny.
One penny is more than what fucking YouTube's ever given me, which is nothing.
Like when.
Wait.
What?
Have you tried ice cream with bacon?
Yes, I have.
You sicken me.
No, I could see where. Okay, let's say you've had a loved one die recently. It would not be a horrible viewing or funeral if they serve bacon there. It would help to cushion the blow. And I'm standing behind that 100%. You know, I'm going to be cremated, so I guess they can fry bacon at the same time, right?
Yeah, they just have to put it in separate trays.
Okay.
I wonder what bacon infused vodka would taste like.
Well, there is something out there. There's the vodka flavor, not vodka flavor, bacon flavored vodka.
Well, there's one that Pinnacle does, but Pinnacle as a distillery doesn't do anything right. Every single flavor I've ever tried from them sucks. You get almost automatic heartburn, and like that's like one of wifey's favorites. She's like, "Well, why don't you ever buy this?" And I was like, "Because it sucks, and I'm not going to drink it." She's like, "Well, I would drink it," and I'm like, "Then I guess you need to buy it." I believe that's a very solid line of logic. If I'm not going to be drinking it, I probably should not buy it. Although I will say that Svedka cherry, that was a little bit too much. I'm glad that the next bottle up is vanilla Svedka, and I'm hoping that if I'll have to talk to Kadab tomorrow, because
I'm just glad your vodka stream ended when it did, Doc, because I was watching that one. Like, I was starting to get worried about what the next thing out of your mouth might be.
I was pretty reserved. I thought, well, you know, I'm defending Kadant, but it didn't sound very good to me. Because I'm like, yeah, she's my internet daughter, you know, and I said something like the old country song, "She don't know she's beautiful," and she is. She's a great person, but
what the fuck are they doing to my Discord?
I don't know. What are they doing?
I don't know. There's like a bunch of bugs on my chat now, and snakes and other fish. What the hell are they talking about on my Discord?
Well, you can go jump over and find out if you really want to.
What?
No, there's a giant toad.
Why are they doing this in your Discord anyway?
Well, they can do it. I mean, if they're chatting about it, they can post on the Discord what they're chatting about. That's part of the rules, so they can't do that. Fucking weirdos.
Cheeseburger meatloaf in a bacon wrap.
Talk about one to eight that died right away.
We did a London broil.
Wait, is Tyrus snoring too now? Is it just still a 5?
No, I'm still awake. No, that's slow.
That's just low.
Okay.
Because normally when we're sleeping, when she starts snoring like this, I will elbow her and she'll stop snoring. But I'm not laying next to her, so I'm not doing that.
Do you do it as a flying elbow smash, like the Macho Man Randy Savage?
More as just a jab, quick jab.
Boo.
Yeah. You got to try it off the top rope.
Exactly. Thank you, Doc. Jeez.
Okay, here's the important question I have, Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Bunny slumming in your chat when she should be here?
I don't know. I don't control her.
Hey, we've not we're not popular anymore. We've lost a whole, what is it, like 5 subs or something? Oh my god.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I've lost over 10 or 12 different subs in a couple of days.
Let me give you a little tip, Doc.
Okay.
If you want to lose subs, let Zell on and have him talk about anything made in Hollywood.
Yeah, well, he's a goodly movie geek. We don't.
I believe idiot. So I believe the proper term for that is idiot savant.
There might be some savant tendencies there. That's not altogether deniable. God.
I mean, if I think of the movies I love the most ever, I wouldn't want to know a fraction about how they were made that he would know if I just randomly asked him about that movie.
I'm gonna go over and type in gaming's Discord.
As far as I'm concerned, movies are like sausage. I don't want to know how they're made.
I don't know. I'm still kind of geeky about, one of my favorite channels and the guy I got to interview for Doctor on Call. Cecil Trachtenberg, who does Good Bad Flicks. He'll find like a really bad movie and make fun of it, and then like if it's a 20-minute video, the first 10 minutes he'll go through and just make fun of the whole plot and everything. And then he'll jump back in the last 10 minutes and explain some of the fun shit that happened behind the scenes. I like that. I like when they pull the curtain back. I'm okay with revealing the wizard.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Well, I made a movie myself once, and it was fun. And I've been like like a fucking crowd extra in like Hollywood movies. Now those are fucking boring as hell, because it's just wait. Okay, now it's time to be enthusiastic. Yeah, I don't want to. I tried out for, I don't remember what the name of the movie was, but it was starring Tom Selleck, and he was in jail. Like he was like a wrongly accused guy trapped in jail with people trying to kill him and shit like that. And I tried out as one of the background extras. Apparently I didn't have enough tattoos or look mean enough at the time. Oh, it was called An Innocent Man. And I wasn't good enough to be a background extra in An Innocent Man. But I did get a chance to be a crowd extra for a movie called Milk Money. It was with what's her name? Melanie Griffith. It wasn't a good movie, and I don't.
It wasn't a good It wasn't a good actress either.
And I'm honestly trying to think of, because I've been like, like anytime they come around to date and shoot, I usually end up getting into the being background actor kind of shit. I'm not actually acting. It's just a body filling up the frame of the camera, just so it doesn't look like it's people being filmed at a table and there's nobody else around.
Bear with me for one moment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh God, he's gonna go have sex again.
I don't know. It seems to be a little too late for him to have sex. Well, I guess it's never too late to have sex.
Hey, so I am starting to fall. I'm probably going to get going here. I'll go and chill real quick. Let's see.
Okay, I'm back.
I will try, Tyro, to give you some type of warning or heads up once Kadun's comfortable, because it's her idea. So it's like, if it's your idea, then you have to be here.
Yeah, sure.
So
just make sure it's before December 1st. That's the big thing. Because after that, Low is no longer stateside. Let's see.
Well, it's Friday right now. I was like, why don't we do it on either a Friday, a Saturday, or Sunday?
Yeah. Let's see. So for shilling, we have done some videos for the Lokimon channel. We got like 3. Can't upload them right now. So basically, all the uploads and stuff are probably gonna happen in December, when she goes back to Denmark.
Okay.
But we have one Frozen video done where I found a mass of stickers from the first and second movie, and we bought those and we compared them. It was actually interesting because like the same company, but the quality of the stickers and the way they printed them changed between the 2 films. And so we actually were comparing. It's like, these are slightly different size, slightly different quality. Ooh, the effects are different. So that was kind of neat. And then we have 2 Pokemon unboxings that are done. We're gonna try to get some more. So yeah, check out Lokimon in December for more stuff. That should be good.
When are you guys uploading to Pornhub?
Don't know yet. We're working on it.
Okay.
We'll let you know.
Okay. Well, as long as you're having fun.
All right. That's pretty much it for us. I'm out. I'll go nurse the sleeping, the snoring Low.
Well, thank you.
I mean, she definitely snores like an evil Viking, so I'll give her that points.
By the way, I know normally ketchup is used for making meatloaf, but I would suggest, if you want to put a little twist on it, I know Kroger sells it, like a sriracha ketchup. That makes it pretty tasty. Yes, you, Willie, you did in fact hear a snoring person. So once again, we're successful. If just one person falls asleep watching this show, we have done our job correctly.
Speaking of sriracha, yesterday I ordered some sriracha horseradish.
Ooh.
Yuck.
What? What do you mean yuck? That kind of sounds fun.
I don't like horseradish. Shit's disgusting.
Well, it's not gonna be used as a condiment. I'm using it to make salmon mousse with. Should make it a little tangy.
Oh God, I thought you were gonna say you're gonna put it on some guy. I'm like, oh God, no, Addie. Addie, no.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am staring at a bottle because wifey did not take it back downstairs. I'm staring at a bottle of sriracha chili sauce. Tong ao sriracha.
It's good stuff because, at least in my opinion, like, say, I don't really like super hot stuff, but number one, I don't think sriracha is super hot, but number two, unlike Tabasco, it has like real flavor, in my opinion.
Horseradish was something as a kid for a long, long time. I didn't want to try it. Didn't want anything to do with it. Then I was out at a baseball game, and somebody just knifed a little bit of the horseradish and spread it on the bun, and then dropped in a bratwurst. And I took a bite of that, and I'm like, "Whoa! What the hell is that spice?" Like, it's horseradish. I'm like, okay, I guess I like horseradish now.
Gross.
Well, when you have like my favorite food is prime rib. Whenever I have prime rib, creamy horseradish sauce.
Well, we put we buried horseradish in the ground, just like a little bitty bulb, probably like the size of a quarter. Left it alone. That fucking thing grew like a weed over into my mom's backyard. Like 10 years later, there was a horseradish bulb the size of a fucking medicine ball. And I'm like, what are you doing with that? And she's like, well, nothing really. It's just, it's mostly underground and everything. So we don't really do anything with it. So I went out there with a knife and just hacked up like a fucking fist size. And I'm like, we're going to do something with this tonight. God, it definitely, if you've got problems with sinuses, that shit'll clear you right up. It's worthwhile, is what I'm saying, gaming.
Nope.
Yeah, I can't agree with sriracha mayo, though.
Why does everyone all of a sudden hate mayo? Mayo is like the best condiment there is.
I've never liked mayo, ever.
Just weird to me.
Anything that looks like a bodily fluid, and then when you open up the jar, like a month after it's been in the fridge, and it's got this yellow slick at the top of it.
Yeah, but you love ketchup. That looks exactly like that too.
I've never bled ketchup.
And mustard.
I've never bled mustard either. Although I would like to try this.
Somebody else bleeds ketchup.
Addy, did you buy the Engelhofer version of the?
Hold on, let me go to Amazon and check my order.
Okay. Because Engelhofer's makes some of the best horseradish. They also have something called Ghost Pepper Mustard.
This is Terrapin Ridge Farms.
I have not heard of. Oh, man. Getting hungry now. Ooh, cheddar bacon hamburger made with horseradish. I'm okay with that.
Speaking of burgers, now where I live isn't really famous for any kind of food except one.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Juicy Lucy?
I have not.
Sounds like an STD to me.
That's where they make burgers, but the inside of the burgers are stuffed with things, generally speaking, cheese.
Let's see. Okay. Well, here I'll put up a picture of that there Juicy Lucy burger.
I bought a device to make them. That should be fun.
I thought you just flatten out your meat and then put cheese on it and then fold the other thin piece over.
No, it's more like smashing two halves of a patty together.
I can see that. And there, I no context tweeted a Juicy Lucy. I think the 10 sleeping pills that I took is actually taking effect at this point. I'm starting to get a little zony. I keep looking at the food. And good night to Turish, who is apparently off and running. Oh,
bye, Turish.
To sleep, perchance to dream.
Good night.
I didn't even know he was still hanging around. Those Canadians are so
Mickey.
I don't see.
Well, my channel is full of Canadians.
Yeah, at least you've got the 2 of the good Canadians. I mean.
2? I got 3. Or maybe even 4.
Okay.
Turish, Samaj, who else?
Goatman.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting he's Canadian. He's not on your stream though.
Well, but he always shows up. He is my Streamlab god.
Wait a minute. Has he ever been on a voice chat stream?
No. He's never been. He's elusive.
Oh yeah. There's some people.
See,
Go ahead.
Those Canadians are sneaky.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some people who have no interest whatsoever in getting on a stream. I respect that.
I swear I have 4 Canadians that they're, the good kind Canadians.
Have you lost a Canadian?
I guess. I can't remember who's the 4th one. Or maybe it's just 3. I mean, it's super late and my brain is more retarded than normal since I've been wanting to fucking set OBS on fire. Stupid fucking program. And shitty update.
The cat loves to try to chew on the end of my cigarette. I haven't figured that one out yet. Although when I vaped, she'd love to jump up on my lap and stick her head in the vape smoke. I'm saying I give this a cigarette and then shut it down. Unless you guys want to do it right now.
I don't care either way.
I took a mix of Unisom and Benadryl. So we'll see how that works out. Yeah, I think I'm.
Hey, Gammy. Are you streaming today, this morning?
No.
Why not, damn you?
Because I'm going to be asleep.
But I'm going to be awake.
Yeah. And what's that old saying? Too fucking bad? There. Yeah, there. Too fucking bad.
I was going to make a massive donation today, but I guess, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, first do it and then I'll obey. But Mama raised no fool.
All right. Okay.
You could even have a drunk on one gaming. I'll be drinking in about 4 hours.
Man, but I haven't slept since yesterday.
That'll just make the drinking easier.
No, that would make me pass the fuck out faster. If I get drunk and happy and drunk, and then I'll be like falling asleep already. Because I've been awake since I think I woke up at 3 p.m. yesterday.
I had a pretty active day yesterday, out and about for quite a bit. God, there are new things coming down the pike, and hopefully I'll be able to talk about them a little bit later. But 2020 is going to be an interesting year.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I think back to the time, like when I was in my teenage years, and somebody would mention, way far into the future. What about in 2020? Oh fuck, man, that's so far away. I don't think I'll ever get to it. Guess I was wrong. Well, I don't know. There's still what, five weeks, basically, to prove that theory wrong.
Well, there's still, remember when we used to talk about, like in Conan O'Brien's show, when he would be doing in the year 2000.
Oh yeah, and then they bumped it up to 3000.
Back when Conan was actually funny.
Yeah.
I don't think that never happened.
Well, I did enjoy him back then when he first showed up. Yeah, I did like.
Robo Pimp wasn't bad either.
Dude, one of my favorite ones was what was it? When they would punch somebody in the face on camera.
Oh shit! I do not know.
They would like a famous celebrity or even a politician would show up, and you would do a countdown like 3, 2, 1, and then Conan would throw a punch, and then like the person on television would see the punch on their face, and they would get like a bloody eye or I mean a black eye or a fucking bruised lip and shit, and then they would do it again. And then punch again the famous person or whatever, and it was fucking that to me was fucking hilarious. I don't know why, but it was hilarious.
The only one I didn't like was when I think it's the same guy who did Triumph the Insult Comic, where he would do interviews as celebrities, but all he'd have was like the mouth cut out, and then it would be his mouth.
Well, I don't know if it was just one person. I thought it was like a bunch of different people who would do it, but I
thought,
what would I know? I didn't care to find out who the fuck that was. The mouth was, I thought it was just fucking stupidly funny.
Wow, I think the object lesson that we've learned here is that gingers can be funny from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm heading for eye rolling territory, as in rolling into the back of my head.
Yay!
Let's go and put the ads up. Gentlemen, it's Schiller time. So, Addie, please feel free and chill.
Sunday nights, me and Messiah of Tech stream politics on his channel. Even gaming shows up in the chat.
One time.
Well, now you're going to feel, committed to showing up this week.
No, I really won't. No.
God, I just thought of the Fuji's version of Killing Me Softly. One time. 2 times. Yeah, I must be ready for bed. Gaming, please feel free and do your shillery.
Oh, guess what, Addie?
What's that, gaming? You have a channel?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel, and if you donate, I'll stay awake and do a show for you. But you gotta.
You're such a little money whore.
Fuck yeah! It's all about the money, bitches. How do you think I get my cable bill paid? By being a whore and a thought, but I keep those kind of quiet. But besides all that, but yeah, I have a show. I usually keep it drama free. We talk about whatever the fuck we want. We'll make fun of each other. It's supposedly a gaming channel, but it's really not a gaming channel. It's just a channel for people to just come by, talk about whatever, make fun of each other, and just have a good time. And fuck you, Buzz, because he never shows up to my stream. He's an asshole. Fuck me, Willie, because I don't know, he might look cute in that picture. I'm not sure. I digress, but I don't know. I got nothing else.
Well, okay then. I'm just gonna say my stuff's down there, and so are Cadence links. So if there's something that you find particularly useful in those links, feel free and exploit them. So I'd like to thank everybody who was on the stream this evening, which includes Merc, Tyro, Lo-Fi, Zell, Gaming and Yelling, and Sir Adamantine. But of course, half the fun comes from our chat, and we love you dearly. So, who knows? Maybe one of these days you get the gumption. Come on to the stream, and we'll make you monkey-ass famous at the chaotic crossroads of the overnight internet. So, for my mystical, magical, malevolent, frozen co-host Cadet, and of course myself, Doc Griffin, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. And if you would please do me one simple favor, leave the money on the dresser. Bye.